going on, everyone? It's Nina Infinity. Welcome to my channel on this Wednesday. It's Wednesday night. It's Breaking the Narrative, and there is so much going on tonight. The Johnny Depp trial is over, and there was a verdict reached today. It was a good one, and I'm so happy that it happened the way it did. He won. It's excellent. And at the same time as this is going on, there's also crazy-ish going on with regards to Star Wars, Disney, just the craziest ish that is always about attacking the fans and how the fandom is so, just so racist. We're just all so racist. So I thought, who better than to discuss Star Wars with than that Star Wars girl, Anna. Hi,
Hello.
Anna.
Hello. Thank you for having me back. Yes, Star Wars is pretty insane right now, isn't it?
I know. It's crazy because because we know each other, that I don't watch Disney Star Wars anymore. I'm out on that shit.
You're doing yourself a favor, honestly.
Yeah, but I watched your review. That's how I basically knew what was going on. At least with the first 2 episodes, I knew what was going on through your review. And then I don't know what's going on with the 3rd episode yet. I haven't seen it. Did you watch the 3rd episode?
I did. My review came out a little late because I've been sick. I'm on antibiotics right now, so you can't really hear it as much. But
you sound
knocked out after the episode, so I didn't get my review out until later today. But yeah, so basically Darth Vader and Obi-Wan fight again, and it's terrible. And it's like Obi-Wan forgot how to use the Force, and I'm like, he was using the Force for 30 fucking years, and he took a 10-year break. So I'm like, it's like, yeah, you might not ride a bike for 10 years, but you get on it and it'll come back.
You might be rusty, but it's second nature.
Yeah, but I mean, Obi-Wan Kenobi struggling to levitate something. Are you kidding me?
No.
And so it's just, he fights Darth Vader, and it's the worst lightsaber battle I've ever seen in my entire life. And it's Vader standing 10 feet away from him and doesn't sense him in any way.
Was it worse than the Rogue One one? Because the Rogue One was at least decent.
No, Rogue One, they actually made it cool.
Yeah.
When he starts killing everyone.
Yeah.
And just annihilating. This was just, Vader shows up to the planet. Obi-Wan and Leia are hiding in a droid little facility, and they're looking through the window, and it's he would know where they were immediately, right? And the lady that was in Game of Thrones, she's a spy that helps Jedi, so she takes them into the back of the droid room. There's this tunnel, but in this room, all the Jedi that have come through have signed the wall in some way. So I'm like, oh, so anytime a bad guy finds this, they'll know all of the Jedi that are alive. That's a great idea.
What the fuck? Oh my God.
And so, but there's this tunnel, and at the end of this tunnel, it's supposed to be where the ship is that's going to take Obi-Wan and Leia back to Alderaan. Okay. And it only shows the one tunnel. It doesn't show that there's any branches or any other tunnels off of this one tunnel, that there's just one tunnel. So half of the episode is little Leia running through this tunnel. And Obi-Wan decides to leave Leia with the strange lady from Game of Thrones that he just met. He trusts her with little Leia to go fight Darth Vader randomly up in the mountains. And it's the terrible, most worst fight ever. The lady, they're halfway through the tunnel, I guess. And she's like, oh, I need to go back to save Obi-Wan because Obi-Wan can't handle himself.
Oh,
and
no.
She leaves little Leia alone in the tunnel. And mind you, Leia spends half of the episode running through this tunnel. And then finally at the end, Leia gets to the end of the tunnel and Reva is there.
Oh, God.
And Reva only found this tunnel 5 or 3 minutes earlier, and somehow got to the end of the tunnel before Leia did.
Oh, no.
Even though this is a one-way tunnel.
This all sounds so bad. That's so weird because, I mean, I would have imagined that, because I don't watch the show, but I would have imagined that they were going to go all in on the fight. It's the most epic fight. This is what people have been waiting for to see technically. If it was going to be anything that would draw people to watch the show, it would be, Obi-Wan and Darth Vader fighting
It's
again.
the worst fight. It's like you could
That's
see
so
kids or like cosplayers at Star Wars Celebration put on a better fight than this. It was so bad. Like halfway through, Vader just levitates Obi-Wan into the air and he can't move and he can't fight. And I'm like, just fucking kill him. Like
Yeah, why
you
not
could have
just
killed him so many
He
times.
could have just force choked him then. He could have just been like, "Goodbye, Obi-Wan," and like,
Mhm.
done. You're over.
Yep.
And then Luke would have never been trained and the Empire would have won. I mean, come
Well,
on
this
now.
is supposed to be like there's supposed to be at least 2 fights in this show. So that was just the first one. And this
Oh
was
no, so they're gonna be doing it again? Oh
This
my
was Darth
god.
Vader's great idea. So there was some kind of container that had it looked like glass, but he spills this container in between him and Obi-Wan, and then he catches it on fire with his lightsaber, and then he force drags Obi-Wan through the fire. And somehow Obi-Wan, his face doesn't get burned at all. It's just like patches. And that's when the
Oh no.
Game of Thrones chick comes and saves Obi-Wan from Darth Vader.
I'm just not sorry that I'm not watching it. Like
It's
I'm just
so
not
fucking
sorry.
bad.
I'm so done. This is my Star Wars, man. I'm done. I'm done with this bullshit. I'm done with Disney ruining everything that we love. I'm just so done with it. Like I can't handle it anymore. But I will talk about what I will talk about is the treatment that the fandom gets all the fucking time. I'm sick of that too. I'm sick of all this bullshit about racism and
Oh god, yeah.
I mean, we're going to get into it. There's a lot going on and of course racism exists on this planet and it exists on social media, so it's not like it's not happening at all. But there are things to say. But before we get into all of that kind of stuff, we're going to talk about the Johnny Depp trial first, because the reason I didn't watch anyone's review is because I was watching the fucking trial and waiting for this verdict to come out. So, it came in. It came in. It was really exciting because at first they were like, "Oh my God, the jury's coming in. They've got the verdict," and then they were like, "Never mind, we filled out the forms wrong. We're gonna go back to the." We were all like, "What is happening?" Like we had like we got verdict cucked and blue balls from the damn jury not doing their things right. Real quick though, before we get into it, I just want to say that because somebody super chatted this. Cesario JPN, thank you so much for the $5. Says Nina and Camelot should look into Japan Racing Series Super GT and D1 Grand Prix. They still get grind girls, only they are called race queens. Ooh, that's good to know. I will tell Camelot that. But speaking of Camelot, earlier, right before I started my stream, Camelot was really happy about the Johnny Depp trial, and he was doing his dance. I'm stream sniping him now, so it seems like he's done with the dancing. But I'm just gonna rewind it like for a second here, just so you guys can see how happy Camelot was.
Oh my god!
And I
He's
mean,
having fun.
I mean, I said hello. I put some eyes in the chat because I mean,
Jack Russell.
come on now.
Oh my god!
You got to check this guy out. He's definitely partying. So, yeah, go say hello to Camelot. Say after the show or something. Go say hi. Tell him we appreciate him putting on a show. Well, I do anyway. I don't know about Anna.
I think he is one of the most amusing people on the internet.
He's so entertaining. Did Chrissy tell you that I introduced them the other night?
Oh, you did?
Yeah, because Chrissy did like just like a offhand stream when she was in I forget where she was. She did her show last week, wherever she was. And then she had Ashton on and I was in the chat and then she invited me. And so I went on and then Camelot showed up in the chat and I was like, "Hey, have you met Camelot?" And she was like, "No." And I was like, "This guy always takes off his shirt. You should definitely invite him on. I know him from podcast. I'm sure he won't be sorry that he comes on." And so he came on and then she was like, "Oh," and they met and they got along. And Camelot at first wouldn't take his shirt off. And I was like, dude, this is false
I talked you
advertising.
up, man. What's
I
going
talked you
on?
up. Why aren't you taking off your shirt? And so he finally did it at the end of the stream, and they were very impressed. Both of them. Ashton wanted to pretend she's not impressed, but she was completely impressed.
Oh, I saw the Twitter receipts. I could tell she was impressed.
But thank you so much for that $5. Let's get these other super chats before we start into the topic. So Darren Murphy for $4.99 says Kenobi sucks. Disney sucks more. Anna, did you ever see my Tatooine animation scene? Search my name on ArtStation. Would love to see your reaction.
No, I haven't. I can look it up.
Take a note for his ArtStation.
Get his name.
Yeah. Darian Murphy, and his name is ArtStation on.
So I will just give you a heads up, Darian. I am a super harsh critic, so I kind of tell people not like don't cry. Don't ask me for a reaction, because unless you actually want an honest reaction, which might not be good, I'd highly recommend not.
She might make you cry because she's really honest, and she'll.
Yeah.
It's true. It's true. I've seen it.
Okay, all I see on your ArtStation is a Lethal Lightning, RK Outpost, and D-Day Cobra HQ. I don't see anything for Tatooine. So
maybe at her on Twitter, which, by the way, is in the description down below. All of her links, including her art channel, everything is in the description. So make sure you're following Anna. But yeah, okay. Thank you so much, Darren Murphy, for that $5. Nico says for $5. Hi, Anna. Just want to rub it in all the salt for the super chat you can't collect on your art channel. Why? What happened?
That channel, I think it was because I was playing the trial behind me. I could be wrong, but I got like hardcore flagged and whatnot, and so that channel is under review for not following guidelines. And I'm like, all I do is paint.
You just draw on there.
I know. I mean, I think I get a lot of it where people like mass flag me, but so I've never gotten paid from that channel. I also haven't gotten paid from my live stream channel. But that's just because for the live stream channel, I never set up my payout stuff. So that's my bad.
That makes sense then, yeah.
This one I set up, but they refuse to pay me.
That's so fucking weird,
because my channel is under review. And so I told everyone, I was like, don't super chat me, because YouTube isn't going to give that to me. So if it's honest, it's just like it's basically money at that point.
Yeah.
It's because they demonetized that channel twice already.
That's so weird.
I know. So I created another art channel, which I haven't uploaded or done anything on, but I just created it just to have that there, just in case. But
yeah, because I was like, I don't have a link to your new art channel. I put your old one.
I just kind of told people about it just today, but I haven't decided on if I'm going to keep it or what's going on. But
okay. Well, good to know. Good to know. And thanks, Nico, for rubbing it in. Anyway, Nico goes on. Anyway, can we get an EFAP Camelot dancing half naked to break the narrative? Well, we did. Look at that. I started the show with showing Camelot dancing around, which was nice to see. It was very nice to see. Hold on one second. Let me deal with something over here. Okay. Okay. Let me check something. All right. I gotta check something in the chat. So, on my channel, I'd like everyone to understand something. I welcome free speech. I love free speech. I love if you're passionate about something and you want to talk about something. But having said that, please respect the guests on my channel. Even if you don't agree, if you don't get along, whatever, you're welcome to your opinion. You know who you are. I've already explained that to you. So if you can't be respectful, either don't watch or like just take a beat come back. And if you can't do that, then you're going to get hidden from the channel and you won't be able to comment at all. But I'm giving you a warning because, again, I like free speech and all that stuff, but don't harass my guests. Really, that's pretty much the only rule around here. And don't spam. So here we go. Next super chat. Thank you so much, Nico. NZ guy for 2 sends a super sticker of, I don't know what it is. God, can YouTube please start showing us these damn stickers? It's a cool sticker. He's going like this. He's like a little pear. And he's like, yeah, I'm cool. He seems stoned. Thank you. Ian's here. Ian Sephora, thank you for the 15. Says my depth versus misheard. Oh, Mr. Depth versus misheard. Closed captions can be the star of the show. Yeah, because he got called Mr. Death like several times. I thought that was funny. Misered. That was funny. And then the Umbrella God is probably my funniest. That's the funniest one.
The Umbrella Man.
Yeah. Well, she called him that Umbrella Man, but the caption called him that Umbrella God.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And I was like, that's hilarious. Yeah, Mr. Death. That was really funny. Mr. Duck. I heard that one.
Oh my God.
So yeah. So there's a lot of funny ones. And then Cinema Gulp for 5 says, just here because you are great, Nina. Keep being you. Justice has finally come for my boy JD. It has. We're so happy. I'm so happy for him and for everyone involved, including Tug, who I just talked about, because Tug has been covering this entire trial for like so long, and so many people, Yellow Flash, Nick Rekieta, everybody's just been covering this, and it's good. It's good to get some good news. I mean, I'm all about good news. So that's a good thing. That's good. And then Darren Murphy for $1.99 says, Anna, it's the RK Outpost one. That's Tatooine.
Okay, well, it just looks like a camera on here. Do you want to watch it, Nina?
Sure.
Okay. Pull it up. Let's see. I don't know if there's any sound on this or
don't copyright claim me, Darren Murphy.
Yeah. Okay, I'm not signed in, so we'll see. Is there sound? Oh, where'd my thing go?
Yeah, there.
Okay, there we go. All right, let's see.
I hear, but it's really
God,
low.
it's Star Wars music. Homeboy. Okay, let's turn that off. Let's try again.
Okay, let's try that again.
Okay.
Ooh, that looks good. Wait, did he do that?
I think so. Okay, so it just zooms into Ryan. Well, what did you want me to look at? Like the animation or the modeling?
Yeah.
Because right now it just looks like you have a scene set up in either like Maya or Modo, and you rendered it. And like, did you make all of these, or like, is it just like the camera panning?
I'm guessing he made the camera part. Like if you fast forward where the RK Outpost thing is,
just like well, so what you can do with these kind of things is like if he modeled all of this, that's way more impressive than, at least to me, animation. But so it looks to me like you built up a scene and you put individual pieces in, so these are all individual pieces that you would either bring in like Maya, Modo, or ZBrush, and you composite all of that together, and then like the animation is just him walking and the camera panning. So what are you wanting me to critique it, or?
I feel like the Star Destroyer seems a little bit too bright in terms of like wouldn't it be a little bit more faint? I mean, how close to the ground is that Star Destroyer?
Pretty close. Also, I feel like it would be a lot smaller.
Yeah, like it depends on like how realistic you want it to look. I mean, I guess.
Well, there's elements in here that are like super, super realistic, and then others that are like extremely simple. Like if you look at this mountain, it's super, super detailed, and then you look at these buildings and they're not as. He's trying to put atmospheric perspective in it, but even like this line, I mean, here's my thing. It's really good because, a lot of people couldn't even get to this level, But
Agreed.
I need to know, like, did you want my opinion on the modeling, the animation? It's not how you spell Cavill. There's no E at the end. So what was it that you wanted me to look at? And then I can, I guess, focus a little bit more in it. But like I said, I don't sugarcoat things because I don't think that that's helpful to anyone. But how do I escape on this? My screens like kind of overlap, so I can never see like the corner of that one.
Oh.
But
Nico for 2 says Nina groomed Camelot boy to strip for Chrissy. Hey, I advertised that this guy takes his shirt off on Flashcast.
He does. He takes his shirt off like every stream.
I just said this is the guy that takes his shirt off on Flashcast, and then he came on there, and then he wouldn't take his shirt off. So I was like, dude, I mean, I talked you up because I was like, you're the guy that takes his shirt off, and then he wouldn't take his shirt off.
Beg for it. That's all part of his game.
Probably. Well, it's true. It happened. Russell Hall is here for 2. Says everything you eat is coated in sugar, Anna.
What does that have to do with anything?
Okay. Thanks.
Oh, because I don't sugarcoat anything.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. That's true.
Well, to be fair,
that's
not me critiquing something, but I'm taking a break from eating as much sugar as I usually do. I'm going to try to see how long I go without it.
Especially now because you're sick and sugar like really makes you sick. So keep not eating it, at least for now, until you get better. Take a sugar break. And then again, Darian Murphy for $4.99. It's all 3D created from scratch. What you said was great. Thanks. There you go. I'm glad that we could help you. Okay. Let's get into this amazing show that we got planned, which with regards to Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. So as you know, he won. What were your thoughts, Anna, on the win? Are you happy, or are you like, oh my God, Amber Heard should have won?
No, fuck that bitch. I was so happy that he actually, won. I wish that Nick was trying to explain it, but I was like, I wish he would have gotten the full like 50 million in the settlement. But Nick said something about how like there's a cap on it. So
yeah, that's what I heard in the States, or in the state, the Virginia state has like some sort of cap on it, so he couldn't get like the full thing, so he gave them.
Yeah, but I have a feeling it wasn't about the money for him. It was just about like telling his story and getting his side out there, which I mean he did. Aside from like the crazy feminazis on Twitter, like nobody is on Amber's side. He showed the evidence to the world, and you can see her lie to the world.
Well, especially like the media is on her side, and I mean they're still like, even now they're going off like on Twitter. I just saw, hold on, I think the Quartering retweeted it. Let me bring it up. But the Quartering, he posted this like right now with regards to the coverage of what's going on, and it's really funny and like kind of pathetic, really. He says we've reached levels of cope only dreamed about, and this is like from Twitter live feed. Jury finds both Amber Heard and Johnny Depp were defamed after weeks of long trial. Listen, if you watch the trial, literally like everything that would come up like in terms of what the jury, like, do you find this defendant did this? And then the jury would be like, yes. And it was all basically the fact that she defamed him. She did all this crazy nonsense. And the jury finally heard it, like, and I feel like at this point we're like, we keep saying to ourselves that well, we know that like Amber said to Johnny, tell the world, Johnny, and see who's going to believe you. And it seemed like, the world believed Johnny. We believed him because he had all the evidence. It wasn't even like, oh, we're going to believe you because we're going to believe you because you're a man. We believed him because he had all the evidence. He had the receipts. Versus her, because she's just lying out of her ass, making shit up.
Well, he actually had injuries. I mean, the bitch cut off his fucking finger. Like, oh my God. And like shit in the bed. And literally every single witness was on his side. So
isn't it crazy how like she couldn't even get like one of her friends to come and testify for her because everyone, like, even when she was like talking about her story, she'd be like, my ex best friend this, or like my ex friend blah blah blah, and I'm like, nobody likes her, like not even her real life friends, or like everyone's just like, we're staying the fuck away from you, you're a crazy bitch. And
well,
it
yeah,
just,
you know, like Kate Moss, like just showed up for Johnny, and he hadn't talked to her in years,
out of
and he
nowhere.
couldn't even get fucking Elon Musk, her ex-boyfriend, that's paying for everything,
I
to
know.
show up.
I heard all these rumors about how Elon basically like gave it as good as he got, because apparently there's rumors that Amber Heard tried to kind of like get violent with him too, and apparently Elon was like off, like, you know, and did it back, and
Well,
she
this is how you know Elon is batshit crazy. Amber dumped him.
yeah, because
You know,
I'm
he wouldn't
guessing
leave Johnny Depp alone, but she ran the fuck away from Elon, who's the richest man in the world.
Oh my god, did you hear Joe Rogan's comments on it?
No, I haven't. I heard
Uh
like some of it when he was talking to that one comedian, I think Bob Stanhope or something.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was really interesting. And speaking of comedians, we've got one. It's Chrissy Mayer.
Hi!
Hi.
You're thinking of Doug Stanhope
Doug. Okay. I don't know why I always call him Bob.
because he seems
He
like
looks
a
like a
Bob.
Bob.
He
I
just
don't
looks
know.
like a
Yeah.
bomb. But yeah, Joe Rogan said that first of all, he totally believes that she took a shit in the bed, and she was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
he was laughing his ass off because he was watching the video, like the trial video of Johnny talking about like the defecation and delivering the feces, like the feces delivery or whatever, and he was like laughing his ass off. And he said that he thinks that Amber basically got her lawyers off Craigslist.
Damn.
Because it was so freaking bad. How are you, Chrissy? Thanks for joining.
I'm good. I was like, I messaged you like, oh, what time? And then I'm like, duh, now.
Yeah, it's live now. Yeah,
I'm
sorry,
good.
I don't check Twitter when I'm live. I'm like, I can't check my messages, but
No,
I'm
it's
glad
all
you made
good.
it.
It's all good. Yeah, I haven't been following the trial super closely. Like here and there, I'll tune into like one of Nick's streams. Because there's just so many details. Like there's so many hours that you have to put in to really feel like you've covered it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
6 weeks worth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
9 to
it's so
5.
wild and like it's weird because I saw this article and oh my god, it was such a bad take and somehow I got like pulled into it and it was an article about how like they actually were mentioning one of Nick Rekieta's streams.
Ooh, share it. Let's see. Let's break it
Oh my
down.
god, his name was Eddie Kim. And I was like, do I even want to bother like quote retweeting this? I'm like, I feel like this sounds weird to say because I don't feel like I'm anything all that special, but like I feel like he's using me in this article for like,
Clout.
you know,
Oh,
to
you were in the
clout or to make
article?
it sound like inflammatory, like a right-wing inflammatory thing. So I'm gonna put this in the private chat. It's out of Mel Magazine, you know, well-respected Mel Magazine.
Mel Magazine.
And
never
the
even
title
heard
of
of
it
this
is the
I've never
Am-
heard of this.
Yeah. It's so dumb. It's so dumb that and he dropped this article like earlier today, right before the verdict comes out, where she's, you know, it's come out that she's been pretty much lying about everything.
The anti-feminist energy fueling the Johnny Depp misinformation campaign.
Oh my
Dun,
god.
dun, dun.
This was written by a man or a woman?
This is written by a man, an Asian man.
Eddie Kim?
Yeah.
Sounds like an Asian man.
And I'm like, why would you write this? Well, I know why you would write this. It's just an excuse to use all of the left-wing trigger words.
It's
How long
her
is it?
PR team hard at work.
Yeah, I guess they must have paid Mel Magazine something to write a favorable article.
Oh, there he is. There's Eddie
yeah.
Kim.
Oh yeah, there's
Mhm.
Eddie. And then I mentioned in the paragraph when they're talking about Rekieta, and then they're like, well, he's platformed people such as
Let's see.
Chrissy Mayer. And it's like,
Mayer.
what
There you
does
are.
that have to do with anything? Like, what do I have to do with the
He
Amber
brings
Heard
up
trial?
Gamergate. Okay, let's see. Elsewhere, he performs an article from the right-wing disinformation.
If you go up one
rag.
more paragraph, it's when he first mentions Nick.
Okay, here we go. One examples of Minnesota lawyer Nick Rekieta. Hang on. Before I read this, let me preface Nick Rekieta's with his intro that I made for Infinite or not Infinite Hope, Breaking the Narrative when he was on here. Here's his intro.
Dad, there's been an accident.
Are you going to be able to get by without Carl's paycheck?
I just don't know for sure, Dad. Everything seems so awful. I mean, what rights do we have? I guess I'll need a good lawyer.
Good just won't cut it. Not with 2 hungry mouths to feed. You need the best lawyer there is.
Sounds nice, Dad, but who?
Oh my goodness. Ooh! Whose Sailor Moon shirt? Why, mine, of course. It's a little tight. The Sanders guy, I'm sorry. 5 bits is not enough to have your message read, but it is enough for me to shame you as a poor. Look, if you guys need to see higher socks, you need to send higher bits. Frankly.
Oh no! Oh, his thought stream.
It was so funny when he was on and I played that. He was like, I'd never seen that before. My God. Like he'd never watched his own thought stream before.
Speaking of thought stream,
thought stream.
I'm reading in the chat that a certain Camelot is streaming shirtless right now.
Yeah, that happened. We already talked about it.
Oh man.
But
Okay.
did he take it off again?
Is his shirt off
Is he
again?
dancing again?
We can go back to it in a minute. Hold on, let me checking the shirtless stream.
Yeah, I
of
heard that you
Camelot.
finally met
It's
Camelot.
no big deal.
Chrissy.
I don't need to see it. Whatever, you know.
You've
it's
seen
okay.
it. You've seen it now. Did you? Yeah. How was meeting Camelot, Chrissy?
Oh, I never met him.
Yes, you did. I introduced you guys.
Oh, right. We met online. We met
Yeah,
on
yeah.
our stream. Yeah, it was nice. Like I was sort of aware of him loosely, but I didn't know what he looked like. And I didn't know that he would do something like take his shirt off. So I respect him more now.
Yeah, he has his shirt off still, but he's talking now. He's not dancing anymore.
Okay.
But yeah, so one example is Minnesota lawyer Nick Rekieta, who has 460,000 followers on YouTube. He just hit 100 million views
Yeah.
on YouTube, you guys.
On that,
Fucking
he did a
fantastic.
10-hour stream today, it hit like 1.7 million views just on that one stream today. It was something crazy.
Amazing. It's absolutely amazing, as drunk 3PO would say. I wish I had that clip, but I don't. Okay, let's see. YouTube has gained traffic in the past year via his commentary on Kyle Rittenhouse trial, which was awesome in November, and the ongoing Depp trial. Despite being a knowledgeable attorney who drops real insights into legal standards, protocols, and trial missteps, Rekieta's analysis is rife with anti-Heard bluster. She wanted to defame Johnny Depp. That's, of course, the rub. That's the main inference that anybody should draw, he declares in May 28th live
He's
stream.
even said that like lawyers don't have to be impartial. Like you can have a preference as a lawyer. You can have a real feeling about a trial.
Yeah, why wouldn't you? I mean, you're a human being.
Yeah.
Well, some of them are anyways. Elsewhere, he performs. By the way, it's funny that he quotes this because that's exactly what happened. The jury found her. She defamed Johnny Depp, and that's exactly what happened.
How is this anti-Heard? He's literally just stating facts that she had the intention to defame him. That's all he's saying.
Yep. Elsewhere, he performs an article from right-wing disinformation rag page, PJ Media, the most important and most correct reporting about the trial. One analytical highlight from the piece: the media is determined to help Heard look as victim-y as possible.
This is one article. This guy is really picking and choosing, but that's the narrative for you.
But that's also true, though. They're literally that's exactly what they've been doing, like all the time.
Yes,
since this whole thing
piece
began.
right here.
Yes, exactly. But since this whole thing began, it's been like, because it's been intertwined in the Me Too movement, it's been like, believe Amber Heard because she's a woman, and that's it. Like, there's no other recourse and why we should believe her. It was just because she was a woman. He also recently joined some special friends to special friends to spice up his Heard commentary, called Benjamin the Gamergate conspiracist and anti-feminist commentator. I don't even know who that is. Who is this, Anna?
Wait. The Gamergate conspiracy. Oh, Carl Benjamin. Oh,
Yeah.
that's Sargon. That's Sargon of Akkad.
Oh, that's Sargon.
Oh.
Okay, I know
Yeah.
him as Sargon. Okay, great. The Gamergate conspiratist and anti-feminist commentator who has been booted off Twitter and YouTube for hate speech, as well as Chrissy Mayer. Dun, dun, dun.
Basically Hitler.
Oh my god. Oh man, we're missing Britler from this. The comedian and podcaster who has championed far-right voices like Tim Pool.
First of all, do your fucking research. I haven't had Tim Pool on my podcast. I've done Timcast. I've had Lydia on my podcast, but I haven't had Tim Pool on my podcast. And yes, I have had disgraced political operative Roger Stone. And like literally only anybody can say about Gavin McInnes is the fucking Proud Boys thing. And it's like that just shows this guy is not
didn't watch that
he's
video.
not doing his research. And it's
Dude,
like, you're not going to mention the left-wing lunatics I've had on my podcast as well. I've had John Fugelsang. I've had tons of lefties. I've had tons of porn stars. Most of them are super lefties on my podcast. But no, we're not going to mention that. And also, he's full of shit because he didn't have me on to spice up his Heard commentary. He literally had me on like right after Ethan Ralph blew up at me.
Yeah,
because he didn't have me on to discuss Heard commentary. So this guy fucking sucks. He's not even doing the bare minimum.
He honestly just probably scrolled through like his channel and saw like
you may not necessarily listen. You may not necessarily know anything about Chrissy Mayer, even if you're like, putting her in this article. You may not necessarily know anything about her, but I mean, this far right voices like Tim Pool, far right. Are you fucking kidding me? Like Tim Pool is as left as gonna get. Like it's not like.
Yeah,
that is
people
not true.
Have famously called him a fence sitter. If anything, like he's a closeted conservative, but like, I'm not hearing anybody calling him far right.
But he's not far right, like far from it. I mean, this is laughable to even people like freaking. I bet you even like Adam Krigler would laugh at this, like fucking far right Tim Pool. That's hilarious. Disgraced political or operative Roger Stone and Proud Boy founder Gavin McInnes. How dare you, Chrissy?
They're just cool dudes. We're just rapping. He's not going to mention me and Roger Stone talked about pizza for 20 minutes
either.
What?
Sorry, he didn't watch your video with Gavin McInnes. I mean, I don't think he would be listening to that because that guy like just basically gave you shit for not being married and not having kids.
Yeah, he really
he like hardcore shamed you. It was uncomfortable watching.
I gotta have him back, by the way.
Dude, be nice.
I didn't see that. I gotta watch it. I didn't see this one.
Gavin is freaking hilarious, and like anybody who's done even like a tiny bit of research about the whole like Proud Boy Gavin McInnes thing, it was started as a joke. When Gavin had a show on Compound Media, there was a booth boy who was like not quite an incel, but like a virgin, and it was like having a really hard time like finding girls and meeting girls. So like the Proud Boys, it was started as like a line from the Aladdin musical. There was a song called "Proud of Your Boy," and basically it was a men's social group that was started where Gavin would like give tips to the dudes, like, hey, don't like masturbate, save your jizz for a lucky lady, wear a leather jacket, work out, like just basic man advice. And it was like a social club, a drinking club. And then it's at one point these like the boys would end up like escorting the likes of Ben Shapiro or an Ann Coulter to a speaking event at a college. And then at one point or another, it just became like the answer to Antifa. And as the Proud Boys always say, they don't start fights, they finish them. So I don't know, but people don't want to do research. They just want to.
And they just quoted Marie from the Aristocats, who is a girl.
Oh, yeah, I love her. She's so cute. She's a little white cat with blue eyes like my Yuki.
Oh.
But yeah, so this person clearly doesn't know what the fuck they're talking about. But this is the kind of shit you can expect from mainstream media. Basically, people like Eddie Kim who do very little research and just absolutely fall on their face when they bring out articles like this. But of course, there's also like we were just talking about earlier, Chrissy, before you came on, that, you know, the mainstream media is already kind of talking about how this is like, it's their cope by saying like that, like, you know, that they were both defamed.
That is laughable. Yeah, I saw that as like a trending Twitter title. Like,
Yeah.
basically this sentence: jury finds them both defamed. I'm like, that is such a stretch. These motherfuckers.
Yeah, because they literally were like, no, she defamed him.
One account versus his 7.
Yeah,
he was found guilty of. Yeah, okay.
And I think this is all really it's kind of upsetting, really, like when you think about it, because and I'll share this because let me just bring up the tweet, because Amber Turd, you guys know, lost her shit obviously after the trial was over. She put out a statement that basically, obviously she had written it beforehand. We know this. She probably had 2
like weeks ago. She knew she was gonna lose.
You know, she probably had 2 statements ready to go, like if one for the loss and one for the win. So clearly this is the one that she chose to go with because she lost. And I wrote, as a woman, you disgust me. You have hurt the cause for women's rights and domestic violence. Because of you and your lies, less women will be believed when domestic violence does occur. I'd say that you should be ashamed of yourself, but you're incapable of shame. You're a narcissist. And because they don't have shame.
Yeah, that's a good tweet. You really summed it up. Like, she's the one that's making a bad name for abuse victims.
She is, and she literally says that. She's like, this is like, you know, a step back and blah blah blah, and she goes into that. And I'll just like I'm gonna speak from personal experience here. Just this past weekend, I probably had like one of the worst weekends because, and I'm not gonna go totally into detail, but I was told by someone that I barely know that they were in a domestic violence situation, that they were being beat by their husband, and it was a really bad situation at the time. The police were involved and different things were going on. And I don't know this person very well. So like my immediate reaction to it was to think of Amber Turd and think about, what if she's lying to me? And that is like, and I hate to think that, because I want to believe people who are coming out and, you know, trying to take a stand, and actually maybe they're really in danger. Maybe they're trying to save themselves. Maybe, you know, it takes a lot to come forward when it comes to domestic violence. You know, and not even domestic violence, just, you know, the sexual assault and everything like that. And she's just hurting the cause so badly. And it just made me just have such resentment towards her on such a different level because of that happening to me just this past weekend. So I'm just, you know, at this point, I'm really over Amber and her bullshit. And then later I saw another tweet by her now current girlfriend, Eve Barlow, who tweeted out that she this is what she tweeted. Bless you.
Thank you.
And she says, no matter what, I'm always behind you, Heard. I stand with Amber Heard.
Okay,
and
I'm behind liars. That's cool.
Yeah. And I said, you know, I hope that she never abuses and beats you the way she did with her ex. And I'm not even talking about Johnny Depp, because we know that she also got into domestic violence with her ex-girlfriend, who, you know, pressed charges on her. I mean, this woman is an absolute psycho.
She's definitely a narcissist. Yeah.
So I feel like any day now, Eve Barlow's going to come out and be like, yeah, we broke up because of reasons. And she's probably not going to say the reasons, but it's probably because Amber beats the shit out of her.
Yeah, Amber probably wrote this tweet for her and saved it in her tweet drafts and just was like, you know what, go ahead and tweet this out. This probably was a scheduled tweet.
Probably. Also, a lot of people made fun of the fact that she's saying, I'm always walking behind you, Heard. And everyone was like, might not want to be walking behind her because she's probably going to take shits on you and you're going to be stepping in shit. It's like I mean, she's definitely a laughing stock of a lot of things. And I also saw this. Oh my God, Anna, hold on.
I just shared that article, Chrissy. I found it on Twitter. The guy only has like 2,000 followers and he couldn't even get 100 likes on his article.
Wah, wah. Poor little
I
guy.
know.
Maybe I'll retweet it and be like, come on, throw this guy a like.
No, but
no, don't do that.
Dude, you freaking did a hate article. Oh, what? Oh, yeah, this.
This was so funny. I just saw your messages, Anna. I don't know what
Send me
to
a
say
script. Oh my God. Yeah, people have been tagging me to throw my hat into the running to replace Amber Heard.
Well, you are a redhead.
I am a redhead. I was a competitive Division I springboard diver all throughout college. I was a lifeguard for many years. I can swim. I know expired CPR.
At the pool in Orlando.
Expired CPR.
Oh my God, Anna, you missed it. Like I had to do. They had a sweet lazy river, and you didn't even need to put on get in a tube or anything. Like they had life jackets, but life jackets are for pussies. But the lazy river just actually took you around. Like you could just sort of float and just do nothing, kick your feet up, and it would take you around. And then there was a couple of slides, and there was kids that wanted to race me on the slides, and I was like, well, it's on.
I saw the video you sent of you beating the kid.
I was like, I weigh more than you, sucker. So it was fun. Yeah, I was late meeting my dad because I wanted to stay and do the lazy river. Totally worth it though.
I want to go to the lazy river.
Yeah, we should try and stay there again. That was a cool.
It was
hotel.
fun, but with this whole thing, I think it'd be funny to have Bruce Campbell in it, but honestly, I think that their best bet would just to be get Khaleesi in there because all the Game of Thrones fans would lose their fucking mind because they actually have chemistry and people want to see them be together again.
Totally. I mean, not that there's any Game of Thrones fans left because we don't like Game of Thrones anymore, but still, it would be really cool to see them together again. And I think it's from what I understand too, it's not even that long. At first, originally it was 10 minutes that was left, and then now it's less. It's 38 seconds or something like that, or at some ridiculously low number. So that's it. I hope it happens. I hope they should get rid of her though. I mean, you know what's so crazy? Because there's a lot of people that say that there's one person that says I like Game of Thrones. Okay, that's good. Yeah, 38 seconds.
Thrones before it went bad.
I know. I was a huge fan before it went bad. But the thing is that, a lot of people are saying that we're practicing in cancel culture because we're trying to cancel her from Aquaman. But the thing is that I don't think it's quite cancel culture because I don't care if she ever works again in something else. Go ahead and give her another job in some other movie. I won't personally patronize it. I'm not going to go watch it. But I don't care if I don't want to life ruin her. I don't care if she ever works again or not. I just like Aquaman and I prefer not to see her in the movie.
Right.
But it's not
us voicing an opinion is not cancel culture. We are not the people in a position to hire or fire her from anything. It's you're gonna compare that to what they legitimately did to Gina Carano, where they fired her from a show. That's cancel culture. We're just saying, she sucks, she lied.
Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
They just, you're in Fantastic Beasts as Grindelwald. Oh, bye.
Bye.
For nothing,
The disrespect that they gave him over all of that and over Jack Sparrow after all that he's done for that franchise. After, I mean, literally the dude would dress up as Jack Sparrow and go to hospitals and say hello to fucking kids with cancer, stage 4 cancer, because they wanted to see Jack Sparrow. I mean, the amount of goodness that is within Johnny Depp with regards to all of that is just, it's next level versus her being I'm pledging to the ACLU and never giving them any money. It's what the fuck?
Oh my God, that was so bad.
It's
She looked
just-
so dumb so many times.
there's-
And I was really in awe of that young lawyer lady. I can't remember her name, but she was
Camille.
like she was a
Camille
fucking
Vasquez.
beast.
Yes.
She was like just running circles around her.
her
Well, you know
and
what's funny?
Dr. Mommy.
Dr. Muffins.
Yeah,
She was
Dr.
great.
Muffins.
Well, Dr. Muffins is like 42 and Camille is 37. So they just look
Oh
really
wow.
good for
She
their
seems
age.
younger than that. Yeah.
She's great. Here she is. Let's listen to this. Is a 1 minute long. Look how happy she is. We're gonna watch this. This is her speech she gave outside the courthouse after Johnny Depp was found innocent. Well, not innocent, but you know what I mean. Won the case.
Mhm.
Today's verdict
Oh, can you turn it up?
Yes.
said from the beginning that today's verdict confirms what we have said from the beginning, that the claims against Johnny Depp are defamatory and unsupported by any evidence. We are grateful, so grateful to the jury.
She's so
for their
happy.
careful deliberation,
Wow.
to the judge and the court staff who have devoted an enormous amount of time and resources towards this case.
Our
Wow.
judicial system is predicated on each person's right to have his or her case
This guy has big dick energy.
honored, truly honored, to assist Mr. Depp in ensuring that his case was fairly considered throughout the trial. We are also most pleased that the trial has resonated with so many people in the public who value truth and justice. Now that the jury has reached its conclusive
Look at her
verdict,
face. She's
it's
just like
time
on
to
cloud
turn the
nine.
page
Mm-hmm.
future. Thank you all so much.
Thank
Thanks
you.
to the jury.
Thank
That's
you.
just made her career.
Wow.
It's gonna be cool in like 20 years when they make this into a movie or like a
You think they will?
miniseries. Oh, of course they will.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, how many movies have they made about OJ Simpson? There's definitely
Mhm.
going to be movies about this. And that's the other thing that Joe Rogan had said, by the way. He had commented about how basically after this trial is over, Vasquez and Johnny Depp should date. And
Ooh.
like apparently like somebody was like, well, apparently she's got a boyfriend, and he's like, that dude
Not for
needs to
long.
step aside because there's more going on over here. It's
I don't
bigger than
think
you.
so. I think it was a professional thing, and I mean,
I do too. I do too.
It's just fun
to
like,
be
fantasize about it.
not to like hate on Johnny, but I mean that dude's got so many problems. That's the last thing she needs. Like,
Yes.
it's really sad to see like how much of a drug addict he actually is, and how like seriously his problems are. Like, that would end her career if she started dating him.
Yeah. I don't think they should date like at all
No.
because
Just a one night stand would be fine for
Have
me.
a professional
personally.
relationship.
Yeah, just to
That's
thank
fucking
his
crazy.
lawyer for a job well done, an edible arrangement. And
Just
then
to
she just goes like that.
just bang one out.
Oh, you
for-
know he's
Yeah.
giving them all like huge bonuses.
Oh yeah, I want to know what the thank you gifts are like.
Ooh, yes. That
Ooh.
you know what's so crazy is I before the verdict came out, I was like, I messaged Tug and I was like, you know, after all said and done, like especially if the verdict comes back, you know, for Johnny Depp, Johnny should take you out for a big steak dinner. And Tug replied, with the amount of money I've made off of this whole fucking trial, he's bought me the cow already. And I was like,
Ooh.
damn. Yeah. I mean, that's good. Good for
Cows
Tug.
Not that
Cows are
expensive.
cows are only like a couple $100 though. Like
Really?
an actual cow.
No,
Yeah,
cows like female cows are about 1,200. Bull is about 900.
Yeah. And well, I know
Yeah, you would think
bull
a bull would be
semen
more.
is expensive. That
Yeah,
shit
my
goes
fridge
for a
is full of it.
lot.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I'll just sort of
If you get a calf,
throw
that's
it
how much
back.
they usually cost.
My philanthropist.
Oh my God. I'm going to hit some super chats now, and then we're going to go into the next topic. Russell Hall for 5 says, no matter what happens from here, Amber Heard will never be able to claim that any man ever reamed her harder than Johnny Depp. Oh my God.
Reamed.
Maybe Elon? I don't know. The Irish King for $20. Thank you so much. Says, hey, Nina, was watching Flash a few weeks ago when Flash warned you about rough super coming your way. Just wanted to let you know for every one of them, there are tons of us who love what you bring to our lives. Hi, Anna. Wow. Oh
Rough
man,
Super. Was somebody mean to you? Oh,
yeah,
fuck
somebody
you.
was really
'em.
mean to me on the Flashcast, and it's okay though, because I get them once in a while, especially if I go like on Flashcast, even when I'm in the chat. Like some people just like lose their minds because they think that I'm ruining everything because I'm everywhere now or whatever. And it's fine. I mean, people can have their own opinions. I really don't care.
Oh, that's just jealousy.
Yeah, it
I get
seems
that
like it.
too. Like, why are you all over my feed?
Yeah.
It's like,
It's
I don't
like-
know. Fucking go outside then. I can't help you.
Yeah.
I'm not in charge of the algorithm.
Watch a different show, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, just go somewhere else. Like I keep telling people, like, there's a little X in your corner. You could just press it, and then you'll never see my face again. But yeah, but thank you, Irish King. That's really, really sweet. That's a really sweet super chat. I really appreciate that. The Tweaky Kid for $4.99 says, "What happens first, JD, Laura, Camille Vasquez, or a Ricada or Umbrella stream on Gina stream or Gina on Drunk 3POs asking for Simfriends?" Well, Gina and Drunk 3POs already happened like several times. So
Yeah, she's been on his channel.
Yeah, she's been on his channel several times. And then so I would say, yeah, I mean, I could see Camille going on Ricada's stream or
That'd be
Tugs, really.
cool. That'd be
That would be
I could
super
see-
cool.
I think it would be awesome. I mean, I hope it happens. I think that DUI guy had the TMZ guy earlier tonight. The guy that
really?
was on the stand. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
From what I understand, he was
That
on-
guy destroyed the cat lady. It was
Yeah,
hilarious.
yeah. That guy apparently was on the DUI guy.
He looks like Draco Malfoy.
He does. I was like, and he had like his nails painted and everything. I was like, this guy literally looks like Draco Malfoy. It was pretty funny. And then let's see here. Russell Hall for another $5. Thank you. Says, speaking of shirtless streamers, you really dropped the ball with Captain Mommy Milkers, Chrissy. We were counting on you to talk to her into something. Who's that?
Y'all were misbehaving on the Abby Shapiro stream I did earlier.
Oh.
And I expected some simps, but like you guys were pushing it a little bit. I was like, I think she's pre-annoyed, and because every other comment was like, "Mama, milker, jugs," and I'm talking about like her content and like being a mom and being in like trad life, and I'm like, and
she must get that a lot though.
She does, and because there were some photos that got out of like, I think it was like her baby shower, but her tits were like fucking huge, and she also wore like a light colored top or a light colored dress, so it's like each tit looked as big as her head. But she probably, and you know, the internet's gonna find your photos.
Her nudes also leaked recently.
They're not her nudes. It's her head like superimposed on another like porn star girl's body.
Oh, this poor girl.
And I was gonna ask her the name of what porn star it was, but we got distracted, and I was like, that's happened to me too. But yeah, like those are not her nudes.
Wow. Okay. Apparently, according to Spike and Madness, TMZ guy will soon be on Ricada's stream. So there you go. That should be spicy.
Good
That's
for
awesome.
him.
And then thank you so much for the membership, Elvanis. Welcome to the Infinity Channel. And then Nico for $2 says, "We Asians don't claim Kim belongs on wall." Oh wow. Okay.
What?
Wow. Deranged Lunatic, thank you for the $1.99, says, get Brittany on and she would love this stuff. Brittany knows about the stream. She's out tonight, but if she gets home in time, she's more than welcome to join. Deranged Lunatic for another $4.99 says, "I lost my home and my job by being falsely Me Too'd. I tried to defend myself, but nobody believed me." Oh my God. That's terrible, dude. This is what I'm talking about, though, that this you know, and that I guess that's something that we should discuss before we get into the other topic is like with regards to like the story that I told you guys, like would you have a hard time believing people now if they came to you and they were like, "I'm being abused"?
I think it helped even it out in a healthy, rightful way, because it was years of believe all women, and it's like it just was out of control. And I think like those types of women needed to be checked a little bit, and this was like the perfect opportunity.
Yeah. What about you, Anna?
You know, I have a hard time believing anyone. Like, you have to be like my best friend or my dad for me to like just take your word for it.
Trust issues.
Well, it's not just that. I think honestly, being on the internet so long, it's like anytime, like even when I'm blocked by someone, I post a screenshot like, look, I'm blocked. Can somebody show me a screenshot of like what so-and-so said that so-and-so is retweeting? Because I'm like, there's so many people on the internet that just say shit.
Yep.
And so now I'm like, no, you have to show your receipts. So even if it was like somebody that I would typically believe, I would still like want to know, okay, but you do have evidence just in case, you know? So,
and that's something I started to learn from you as well, because you do need receipts, and that, you know what, that's a great segue for the next topic that we're going to talk about. But I guess before we go to that last super chat for now, it's Russell Halford too says, I saw one pic, but that was definitely Abby's body. Okay. Thanks, Russell. But yeah, so going into the next topic, Chrissy, you may not be familiar too much with this topic because we're going to talk about a little bit of Star Wars, and but especially what's going on in the news lately, which is that Star Wars fans are racist again.
Oh God, again?
Yeah. Again, we've been accused of racism. Oh, wait, I forgot something. Okay, wait, we're taking a step back. Erase that entire segue because I forgot to rewind the shit because I forgot to show you guys this, because Johnny Depp was in Europe when this whole thing was going on, and he did a concert from there, and this is it. I just wanted to show this. So he's having a good time while this is all going down. I just wanted to show that.
Good for him, living his best life. Do we know why Johnny was not at the final thing today?
Yeah, because of this. He's in Europe giving a concert.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
That was it. That's the reason why.
Wow.
Okay.
He's pretty confident.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's what Anna said. I think it's that he was so just done, and he just wanted to tell his story, and he didn't care about the results. He was like, whatever the case, like I'll deal with it. But
his lawyers
now.
must have said to him, like, you're looking pretty good.
I think so. I mean, they all looked really good in the courtroom. They were all like, okay, we're gonna win this. We got this. And like all her team was like, oh fuck,
like getting the fucking tequilas ready. Like.
Yeah, totally. Okay, fast forward now again to what we're going to talk about, which is the fact that there's racism in Star Wars, namely towards this lovely young woman. Her name is Moses Ingram, and she is the new Kenobi as what was the character's name? Reva. That's right. I'm sorry, I don't watch that show. So
I've been watching it.
You've been watching it, Chrissy? What do you think of it so far?
I actually really liked the episode that just came out that I just saw today.
Oh, you liked it?
I don't know if that was episode 3.
It was episode 3, and it was terrible, but it's okay because you're still.
I'm a noob. I'm a noob.
Well, hold on though, because I like this. I like Chrissy's take because she's a normie, and I like normies' takes when it comes to Disney Star Wars. Because really, if you think about it, I think Disney Star Wars is really gearing their shows towards people like Chrissy, like people who have absolutely no idea about Star Wars. They couldn't have cared less, and now you're just kind of like in the sphere, so you're watching it. So tell me, what did you think of the episode? What you liked about it, what you didn't like about it?
Well, shoot, I guess I'll be spoiling it, but like, and
that's fine. We've already spoiled it.
I already spoiled it earlier.
I was watching a lot of your video, Anna, and I was like, I don't know. There was a point where Darth Vader like dragged Ewan McGregor like through the fire, and I thought that was pretty savage. I was like, that seems like
Okay, wait, hang on. Pause before you go on, Chrissy, because I want to know if like what your Star Wars experience is. Like, have you seen all of them? Have you seen
Yeah.
all the movies?
Mhm.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that you've seen, because I know Brittany hasn't seen it, so I just
Oh,
wanted to,
yeah.
I had to gauge like where your Star Wars knowledge level is.
She
Okay.
needs she needs like a little bit. Well, I could always watch them all over again too. Because I sometimes like lose place for like where in the sequence they all are. But I
Okay.
don't know. I thought that like he Darth Vader, he went into town, he's like randomly killing people. I'm like, holy shit, like he seems on the warpath here. And I know a lot of people are upset like with the Reva character, like maybe it wasn't necessarily like in the backstory or like in the lore, and it's just like a virtue, just like they have a black lady and like to virtue signal. But like if
Mhm.
you critique it at all, then they'll say, "Oh, you're racist," and that keeps you from critiquing it at all. Which I'm it's like I do enjoy the show a little bit, but at the same time, like I think I can pick up when I'm being virtue signaled too, but I don't have as much of a in-depth knowledge as Anna does, like to be able to pick it out right away. Like, oh, this is a virtue signal. Oh, this is out of character. This is out of the storyline.
Mhm.
So it helps
Mhm.
to hear like
Here, let
people
me
who
ask
know
you, did
more.
you think it was, the tunnel part where like they go
Yeah.
into the secret tunnel? Did you think it was weird that Leia's been going through the tunnel for half the episode and Reva just happened to get to the end before she did?
Yeah, that was a little bit squirrely for me because I'm like, wait, how did this adult, like, how did she know her way around this brand new like hut and tunnel? And how did she know, like, yeah, she's been running through it for a long, long time. So it's like, how did she cut her off somehow? So that part was confusing.
Well, and let me ask you something else with regards to this Reba character. What have you thought of her performance so far, Chrissy?
I feel like she has her range is like angry and angrier, and I talked about this with Frank, and he's asleep, but if this is supposed to be in a galaxy far, far away, why does this woman remind me of like just a random like angry lady at the DMV? Like these are, I feel like she's falling in like a black lady trope, which I feel like is kind of stereotypical. And it's like, if this is supposed to be a
The
whole
angry
nother
black
world,
woman trope.
why is she falling in this trope? Like why would they have her not be?
Wow.
Like she kind of gets like sassy in times where I'm like, she's trying to me, it's like she's trying to come off like an angry stereotype, but what do I know? I'm just
But see, that's interesting though, because that take, because like what we just explained, I mean, Anna and I are so close to it. Like I can't even watch it, Chrissy. I don't watch Disney Star Wars anymore because after The Last Jedi, they completely ruined Star Wars for me. So I just don't watch it. I can't, because I feel like they're just continuously ruining it. And I just don't want to spend time on things I genuinely don't enjoy anymore.
Yeah, they broke your heart.
They broke
it.
my heart. Yeah.
Mhm.
And I'm like, I can't go back. It's like an ex, you just can't go back to that. Just
Yeah.
and I feel like it's like continuously being abused. Like I actually feel like Star Wars fandom is like a domestic violence.
Like Star Wars and Disney is Amber Heard, and you're Johnny
Yes.
Depp, like just trying
And
to
we
navigate.
and we just keep going back like over and over again. And same with the MCU to some extent. It's just like people just keep going back to the same abuse over and over, but especially with Star Wars, because I feel like they just kind of dangle member berries at you once in a while. Like it happened with the whole Mando thing when, when they showed Luke. And then poor Anna lost her mind. Like I remember watching her live reaction. She was like bawling her eyes out. And
Just a bit.
yeah, just a little bit. And it was like, it was just really sad because I was sad for her because I was like, they're just gonna fucking shit on it, like, in 5 minutes. And I hate to be right about that, but I was right about that. And then they shatted on it. And then right afterwards they fired Gina Carano, which was, they just kind of like threw away all the brownie points they won with that whole bringing back Luke thing. But so now we have Ewan McGregor coming out and talking about Moses Ingram's racist comments that she received. And actually here, let's start with this article here, because this kind of chronicles the different
If men and women are supposed to be so freaking equal, it's like, would he be doing this if like a man was supposedly getting these comments? It's like, I don't know, it makes her look like weak. And
Well, I don't think they
like,
did this when Ahmad Best, is that how you say his name? The guy that played Jar Jar, he didn't come out and say anything about him. So it's like, oh, you have to come out and defend the woman.
Yeah, he didn't say a word about that guy or the little kid,
Or
apparently,
Hayden, or Jake Lloyd.
Yeah, Lloyd he's the little kid, right, that played Anakin.
Yeah.
I heard that kid got bullied like so hard that
he did.
That's why he stopped acting, because he got so bullied for that. And yeah, Ahmed Best was Jar Jar, and I mean, but the thing is with that one is like everyone just hated Jar Jar. Like it had nothing to do with Ahmed Best. Everyone just fucking hated Jar Jar.
And I agreed with you about Leia, by the way. I found her like very annoying, and like for a little girl that's like kind of been through a little bit of trauma, like being adopted and now like lost in space with a relative stranger, like she should be a little bit more like, she shouldn't be as precocious and like,
she thinks she's adopted though. Like,
no, she knows she's adopted.
She knows.
Which I don't know why she knows.
Yeah, why would she know?
Well, because I guess kids were bullying her and saying like, you're not a real
oh no, that was her cousin. So it was the mom, the adopted mom, that was her like sister's or brother's kid.
Okay.
But she knew before that she wasn't like a real Organa, but that really doesn't matter in their universe, you know?
No, it doesn't. And I would imagine that because of the stakes, I mean, in my imagination, because of the stakes of what is going on in that universe, you would not want to make it so that she's adopted. You would want to just pretend that like, your wife had a kid and this is your real daughter. Because you don't want to bring attention to any of that kind of stuff. But these are the things that, like, that Chrissy, for example, like us Star Wars fans that are like so, crazy about the old Star Wars and continuity. This is why I was saying, like, when I heard about the first 2 episodes, I was like, wait a minute, like Obi-Wan cut off himself from the Force. How is that even possible? Because the last thing he was told before this happened was that, that Yoda was in touch with Qui-Gon through the Force, and that it's possible for him to reach him again if he works on himself and has access to that capability through the Force, and he has to train more. And so knowing that, I would imagine Ben Kenobi, who's incredibly strong-willed, would want to contact Qui-Gon again so that he would be even more focused on the Force and on his training versus like totally giving it up, which is kind of ridiculous on so many levels. But then Anna said apparently, did he start training again in the 3rd episode?
No, so that's the thing that I was making a point of. It's like, so he was a Jedi for over 30 years, he was strong. Obi-Wan is very strong in the Force. One, he's also one of the best fighters to ever live. And so, so he didn't use the Force, and there's different ways of using the Force. It's not all just moving, telekinetic, moving. It's also mental and like disciplines and meditation. And for him to be watching over Luke from a distance, like he's been using the Force every single day, whether he's conscious of it or not, because that's just such a part of who he is. And so it's like, you might have not ridden a bicycle in the past 10 years, right? Because shit's been going on, but you get on it and you'll pick it up immediately because you knew how to ride a bicycle. So for him to just not know how to do anything anymore, I don't buy that for a fucking minute. And to struggle to hold up Leia, and I'm like, that's so unfucking realistic. I would understand
it's uncharacteristic,
somebody's first time using the Force, but no.
Yeah, and that's just Disney.
It has
Star
been
Wars.
10 years. It has been 10 years, but like, I don't know.
Like, if you weren't to ride a bike, Chrissy, for 10 years, you'd still remember.
Riding a bike is one thing, but like, like being a trained It's hard to tell like how much ability
would
he would
still
have
be-
over 10 years of like
he would still be able to use it. And it's not like he hasn't been using it. Like I said, he's been using the Force every single day. Just, knowing. And it's like when Qui-Gon is talking to Anakin, he's like, did you ever see something happen before it happened? Did you ever have a feeling about something, like an inkling? And it's like when he says to Leia, it's like when you're afraid of the dark and you turn on the light, like that feeling, it's always going to be with you.
And they kind of allude to Leia having that like uber perception, like when she kind of calls out her cousin, like, oh, she's able to call out his insecurity and like.
So I just did this real fast. So this is Reva just like normal. They don't have any makeup on her for some reason, and I just did a quick little. I can't find my pen, but I did like a quick paint over. She doesn't have the Sith eyes, like she just has regular eyes. And I just like give her some dark makeup and some darker lipstick.
Yeah.
And she immediately looks better, right?
It's more like a villain. Yeah.
Yeah, like that's what she needs. And it's been driving me crazy because I mean she's got the outfit, which I think should be scuffed up more. This looks like a chick that's going to a
first day on the
cold
job.
night at Burning Man. Like this looks like a Burning Man outfit.
Dude,
not
the
as
costume the costume looks incredibly cheap. Like
it does. It looks like a cosplayer made it.
But I've seen better cosplays than this. This is
just adding the makeup. I think makes her look more villainous. I don't know why they have this when all the other characters have intense makeup, and I don't know why her eyes haven't changed. And that could be so if you guys read the leaks, she's going to have a change at heart at the very end. She's not going to kill Luke. She's going to go back to Darth Vader and tell him that she killed Obi-Wan Kenobi and he's going to kill her. So I think that like having her eyes.
Christy's like, damn it, Anna. I was actually
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'll probably forget.
We'll see if it actually happens. I'm pretty sure it's going to happen considering all the other leaks happened. But that's the thing with the Sith is when you turn to the dark side, your eyes change color. Every other Inquisitor has the contacts in of the Sith, and she doesn't. So
could it be representing the fact that she is on the fence and she's not quite
I was gonna
on the dark side?
That's what I was going to ask.
That would be a cool character moment if they had it change back. But she's been using the dark side of the Force for so long, her eyes should have already changed by now.
That's what I was going to ask, Anna. Like, do you think that the eye changing thing is because she's not fully like on the dark side yet? But at the same time,
I think it's them being lazy and not wanting to put makeup on her because she doesn't have any makeup on.
Yeah, because you could even if you don't do like the pupils, you could at least do the fucking military, like the black eyeline thing, because that looks badass like that. It makes her look more like threatening and kind of like,
and she goes more with the other people.
Yeah. But yeah, so like, look, we live on the internet. We live in a world where racism exists. Okay. It's just the fucking way it is. I think it's bullshit. I don't like it. I don't agree with it. And I don't think I could ever really understand how a racist mind works, really, because I think it's just so fucking immature, especially when it comes to Star Wars. Like, there was a while ago, I wish I had saved it for this moment, but there was this video going around a few months back it was like a compilation video of all the different Star Wars movie lineups of when the different Star Wars movies aired. From the 70s, like 1977 when the first came out, and then I think it was the 80s when the second one came out, and so on, like especially for the original trilogy, and then and of course into the 90s with the prequels, or the 2000s with the prequels. But they had especially the first trilogy, and everyone was out, man. Everyone, black, white, yellow, fucking blue, whatever color skin you got, you were out to watch Star Wars and you loved it, and you were there with your friends, with everybody there, and just being like, we just want to be teleported to a galaxy far, far away where like this shit doesn't happen. And Star Wars would bring people together. And that's one of the things that I really loved about Star Wars was that it would bring people together, and we didn't really see the color of our skins anymore. And now it seems like that's all we can ever really talk about when it comes to Star Wars is like, just all this very surfacey stuff and nothing about what it's actually about. And here we have this incident that occurred with Moses Ingram. But this article says, I'm sickened at the vile racist comments as the so-called Star Wars fans have been ascending to a Black actor and Obi-Wan Kenobi star Moses Ingram. And I was curious to see, unfortunately, I didn't take screenshots of the actual thing, but this lady is kind of like chronicled what happened. And this is her video that I'm not even sure we're going to watch because we all know what it says. But these are basically the pictures. So there's a picture of this one that says your days are number. Yeah, whatever the fuck that means. We don't know who this is by. We don't know.
I think they should show the fucking names of
like,
honestly,
yeah, why not?
Every single one of us here has gotten a message like this.
Oh
Yeah.
yes, and more.
Yeah,
much,
put them
much
on blast.
more.
Why not? If it's really so horrible.
And then there is, you are
No.
not the first N-word in Star
This is
Wars, fool.
Accurate. Yeah.
Also, Star Wars is spelled wrong. How come none of these people know how to spell? You suck, loser. You are a diversity hire and you won't be loved or remembered for this acting role. Listen. If this is like the kind of comments, like the negative kind of comments you're getting, I'm sorry, but you have to have such a thin skin for this to be like, first of all, this is nothing to do with your color, really. Like I mean, he's saying you're a diversity hire, but he's not using the N-word or anything. Like, there's nothing really like super racist about it. Like, I don't know if you know what I'm saying. And you suck, loser. Like, I mean, I've been told. I get told that on a daily basis. Like, like I was saying in the chats, like we get like what kind of comments we get all the fucking time. It's like,
and if you
okay.
know in your heart that you're not a diversity hire, then that shouldn't bother you.
I mean, exactly, Chrissy. But it probably does because she probably knows that she is one. And that is why she's probably upset about it. I think this one is the one that really upset me the most because I know who it's posted by. And it's something that I feel I don't even want to say who it is. But this was brought up in my comments, like before this whole thing even went viral. Somebody like posted this to me because it was one of those people who wants to always like gotcha me, like, oh, you hang out with racists and sexists and this is why kind of thing. Because I hang out with Gary and Az all the time. So they're like, oh, you're like, and they attribute me to Geeks and Gamers, which is really funny though, because I've never actually even been on the Geeks and Gamers channel, like not even once.
But you're still with them.
I know, but I'm still with them. And, like these people are so racist and sexist. But this one really, really, really annoyed me because I know who it's by, and I don't want to talk about who it is.
Well,
but it's just one of those
doubling down. Somebody tried to like, they sent me screenshots, and I was like, there's video evidence of me like going off on that person. So you cannot say that we're associated in any way, shape, or form. But I mean.
But they try to, and that's what really bugs me is that a lot of the people say that she's associated with people like Gary and Az and people like Geeks and Gamers and you and other people. And it's like, look, there's been a lot of people that have disassociated with this person, and we all don't like that person, and we think that person has a lot of weird takes that we don't agree with. And then they take this one motherfucking thumbnail and it's become this whole fucking thing. And I don't agree with the thumbnail. I don't agree with the words used on the thumbnail. I would never use this kind of word to even talk about, even whatever you want to talk about. Even if I think that's
strange wording.
Even if I think that that's true and that the diversity hire thing is happening, because I do believe the diversity hire thing is happening, and it fucking makes me sick to my stomach. But I would never use that word to describe something like that. And I think that
is something somebody's like 80-year-old grandfather would say. Like nobody talks like that.
Nobody talks like that. Well, except for this person apparently, who now we've all been lumped with, and now it's just kind of like, I think that it's uncool. Whatever they did went against whatever they're trying to do, and it's just wrong. It's just wrong, and I think that to some extent, of course, racism exists, and of course, these things happen, and it's uncool, and it should never be. It should never be something that is celebrated in any way, or even if we're kind of gonna do it as like a, you know, oh yeah, gotcha kind of thing. It's like it's not cool. But for this to happen, and then now
It
like
just added fuel to the fire, and it
exactly
made everything. It's one of those things where it's like you kind of have to be able to read the room and have. I mean, you can criticize something without stooping to that level, but that level gets clicks. So when you have a desperate person, they're going to do what desperate people do. But as far as like with Moses, people were saying, they're like, oh, well, she has an acting degree from Yale, and she was real, like she has like an Emmy nomination for the Queen's Gambit. And I said in my video, I'm like, I haven't watched Queen's Gambit because the main character, like her face bothers me, and I can't watch her when it's not a horror movie. Like I even had to stop watching Peaky Blinders because she was in it, and I'm like,
oh, I love Peaky
her face
Blinders.
just freaks me out. But
I just never watched that show because I don't give a shit about like a chess game. I was like, I don't know if I want to watch.
I mean,
this
I like
show.
playing chess, but
Yeah, but
really
watching
good
a
show.
show
watch the
about
scenes.
chess,
It's really good. It's really not about chess. It's like about
her, right?
competition. It's
Okay,
really, if you can get past her face,
was she
it's worth
good
it.
in it?
She
Is
was
she good in
really, really good in it, and I was on the fence about her going into it. I was like, I don't know, because
Well,
I had
then
seen
that-
her in that
well, then
that
Then
Split
the problem
movie.
isn't her. Then the problem is the
Exactly.
writing and the directing. So it's not
Exactly.
her if she's
And-
good.
And that's
Yeah.
what this comes down to. It comes down to the fact that we as fans, especially people like us that are like, well, especially people like Anna who are still watching this shit fucking show, because I don't watch Disney Star Wars, but
I'm
people
watching and reviewing
are
it,
still
so you guys
watching it.
don't have to.
And exactly, and you know, and but there is people like you also that are watching it because they love Star Wars, and it's like, of course they're gonna watch Star Wars, and they should watch Star Wars because they love it. But it's just, it's like like I said, it's just like this abusive thing now, and you can't even criticize if a person is either putting on a bad performance or that it's just plain bad writing, and they're doing everything they can to put in a good performance, but the substance is just not there, so that they can't really do it if the substance is not there.
They're really playing on people's emotions. It's like, you better watch this and enjoy this, or else you're racist. And it's just they're just like stoking the flames of something they know is like a hot button. It's like, it's such a tired thing. But
It really is. I'm so tired of it, and I cannot stand the fact that they used that thumbnail to kind of like take up this cause, and I think it's fucking bullshit. And it made me upset. Valiant Renegade for $20. Thank you so much. Says, evening, Nina. Late night grifting. Hell, ladies. Hey, I do this every Wednesday, man. Every Wednesday. Love y'all. Disney is hiding actual numbers on this show, and Netflix called them out in a hysterical fashion. How so? I haven't seen that. Disney has yet to make any reply. Doubt they will. Math is stubborn. What is the hysterical fashion? I haven't seen that. Have you guys seen that? I don't know what he's talking about. But I do know what numbers he's talking about. He's talking about Stranger Things, and I did watch Stranger Things season 4, and I gotta say, it's better than season 2 and 3. It's pretty
really,
good. Yeah.
Okay, because like I was like not excited to. I was like, not excited to watch it because I really enjoyed the first season.
I love the first season. I thought season 2 and 3 were terrible, and then season 4, I like the first episode was kind of like rough, but then it got good. It got going real well, and then episode 4. I mean, I think that episode 4 is probably one of the best episodes of TV I've watched in a long time. Like I was like actually just like I was moved. It was so artistic, and the way the story just, I'm not going to say a word because I don't want to spoil any of it for anyone who's going to watch it. But I thought that episode 4 was just magnificent in its own right. Like as an episode on its own, because I've never really experienced that with certain series where you're like, oh, this one episode was greater than all these other episodes, except for Star Trek once in a while, because Star Trek TNG, you could tell the different kind of like what episode versus what episode, and you could
And like
kind of
with
like
Squid Game, there'd be like, ooh, certain episodes that were better than others.
Yeah, but in this one, it just really, really stood out, and like just the ending of it. My God, it was so good. Definitely watch it, Chrissy. It was really, really good. So yeah, Valiant, I hear you, man. But send me what you're talking about, though, if you can. Let me check.
Just send you another super chat, kind of explaining it.
Oh, okay. Let me get that. Gonna skip the other two and just go to Valiance for a second. For $10, says, I explained in a video, but Netflix dropped actual hard data 1 hour after Disney touted Obi-Wan as the biggest premiere ever. Too complex to explain in super chats. No worries. Thank you. So everybody check out Valiant Renegade's channel. I will be checking that out. He explains it in a video, so that's good to know. Thank you so much, Valiant. Yeah, I'm excited to watch that. Yeah, and that's the other thing with regards to the numbers too. I feel like it's really funny because we keep hearing like, this is the biggest show on Disney Plus, and it's always like the newest show they've got, and it's like, yeah, of course it's going to be the biggest show on Disney Plus because you guys don't have any other fucking content. Well, especially Kenobi.
Do better. Like the little kid shows that they have on there.
Yeah,
those
they
ones
probably do. Yeah,
that none of us hear about, but it's like whenever I'm around kids, they always want to watch these.
But
like,
that's what they always watch, though. I mean, those little kids shows are like the thing. Like they probably get more watched than anything else. Darian Murphy, thank you for $4.99, says, I honestly wouldn't put it past Disney to fake those racist messages because they made it part of their marketing even before the show came out. And this is the other part of it. This is the other part of it, Darren Murphy. And thank you so much for saying this, because that's what I was going to talk about next, is that they actually had a campaign. Like they literally came out last week and they were like, oh, you're going to hear racist comments, so watch out. And if you do hear racist comments, we're going to have your back, Moses. And it's just kind of like, are you serious?
We already had the press releases written up.
Yeah.
You know,
and then
I would respect her so much if she just came out and said, like, yeah, I know that there's always going to be negativity and like trolls out there, but fuck that. Let's talk about the positives. Like, I got to be in fucking Star Wars with Darth Vader.
Yeah, she wins ultimately. You know,
or like, or show some positive fan messages that you receive, because I'm sure there's positive fan messages, like balance it out a little bit.
Yeah, I'm sure she's got everything she's ever done. She's gotten negative feedback. That's called showbiz. Like you're always going to get negative feedback.
They didn't even do her eyebrows.
Oh my God. Joker Voice, thank you so much for the $5. Says, hail Nina, and hello to the lovely guests. Hail Chrissy and Anna, blowing kisses. # keep talking. Thanks, Joker Voice. So this is the other thing that I saw that was going around, and I thought it was really interesting because it really kind of hit the nail on the head here. And this guy says, I know this is a great Star Wars series without ever watching it. You know why? Because no one had to use it as its cast as human shields to deflect criticism. And this guy right here, look, like I said, I don't watch Disney Star Wars, but I never heard a single bad thing about this guy. He crushed it, apparently. Anna, what did you think of this guy's performance?
Oh, I mean, well, I just call him Gus. Me and Chrissy were in a room.
Giancarlo, yeah, we saw.
I know. You guys went and saw him.
We saw him speak.
Chrissy got in line to ask him a question, but there was like 100 people in line.
You didn't get to ask your question, though.
There were too many simps in line. Yeah, I was going to ask him like why, or what he thought about the Gina situation. Like I had it worded in a way where, you're
not going to get in trouble.
Yeah, I mean, but at the same time, it's a question he could have probably very easily gotten out of, but I just wanted to try.
Sure.
Yeah. But you could tell he had a real love for being there, like a love for fans. He's enthusiastic. He wasn't like phoning it in.
How many racist comments did he get? None.
Not a single one. Everyone loved him.
So no one stood up as like the fandom and call him the N-word for no reason. I mean, that's kind of surprising. Nobody just randomly.
Maybe just a weird question. I don't
maybe
think
just Brittany.
Black, though. I think No, he's Italian and
Something else. Yeah.
I don't think he's black. I think
He's half.
Is he half?
He might be Dominican or something.
He's halfsies?
He's
Oh,
something.
Yeah, let me see.
Yeah, somebody look it up.
Let's break it down.
But either way, I mean, Samuel L. Jackson, we know he's black. I don't think he's ever received a single bad racist comment towards him. And if he has, he'd be like, get the fuck out of here, motherfucker.
Wow, he's
Racist piece of
Italian.
shit.
He was born in Copenhagen. He's half Italian, half black.
Okay, so
Okay.
so he's halfsies like Brittler.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, he was in Breaking Bad. That's where I know him from is Breaking
He's
Bad.
not even full black. He's African. I read African and Puerto Rican is one word. He's
Afro-Rican.
I think one of his parents is African American and Puerto Rican, and the other parent is full Italian.
Oh, that's
I
an
think
interesting
the mom
mix.
is full Italian and the dad is African American and Puerto Rican. So he's like
this
a
article
third
says
black.
Italian father and African American mother.
Okay,
This might be who knows? This thing could be bogus too.
I mean, isn't it interesting though? Because he's so dark skinned, but you would never know because nobody called him the N-word or anything like that. So
Well, I would guess Puerto Rican before I would guess black.
see, I always thought he was black.
Yeah, maybe Dominican. I would guess because he's
That's
got
funny.
sass.
See, I thought he was black because in Breaking
Well, he
Bad,
doesn't have to build his career off of his skin color. He's just a really phenomenal actor, and he's a very charismatic person.
Mhm.
Whereas her, I guess she was good, but that doesn't carry over a bad script. Whereas with him, the Mandalorian script was fucking terrible, and he did a really good job still being evil.
Well, and that's the other thing is that, like, because I noticed, Chrissy, what you were saying with regards to Moses's performance and how it was kind of like the, like kind of like the crazy black
DMV-esque.
woman, that trope. Like I heard that from Az too, that not that trope, but that she's continuously mad and angry and just screaming. And it like, you know, and I guess, well, she's a Sith. So, I mean, I kind of get that. But at the same time, it's like they don't really know how to do evil anymore. And that was one of the problems I had with Kylo Ren, because Kylo Ren, and he's a white dude, but like Disney Star Wars people just don't know how to write characters and like Siths anymore. So like Sith automatically equals like super emo dudes that just keep yelling and screaming. And like, that's not necessarily like the evil that consumes. Like the dark side doesn't necessarily always consume in that fashion. And
it should be like depression. It should be like a little more nuanced than just like
depression, stoic, angry, but like, you know, it not so on the surface, below the surface angry, so that when it comes out, when the anger comes out, when they use the anger, like they use the
and it's
dark
like
side.
how much of that can you have with a brand new character where you don't have time to see what is stewing, what's lurking underneath? It's just like it's really hard to put that on a brand new character,
right? And then so here we come to my tweet, because I was like, you know what, sick and tired of this bullshit about racism, and this is basically the entire show now. Because I made this tweet saying, how come y'all, after I watched Ewan McGregor, what he had to say, I said, how come y'all didn't say anything when Gina Carano got canned on social media and harassed for months? Oh, that's right. She didn't have the right politics.
Yeah.
And then I followed it up with this quote from Data Racer, which is basically the receipts of how she got harassed and like months of bullying, like actual months of bullying, body shaming.
What's going on? Like, did you see Grace Randolph's tweet about it?
Oh, gross. Yes. It was so bad. What must Disney be paying her? Like, she is such a freaking shill.
It's
what a bad take.
It was a terrible take, and it was the same take that all of these other fucking NPCs had on here. Like, I could scroll through this. This is so bad. I'm gonna pray that it's bait. Hold on, let's see. She was judged by the content of her character, not the color of her skin.
Yeah, Grace Randolph said Gina Carano made anti-Semitic and anti-trans statements repeatedly. Yeah, like, show us the proof, Grace.
Where is the proof? No proof. People are saying there was a lot of hate here. Imagine classifying Go Nazis as a whoopsie.
Yeah,
being
I don't think she said that.
TIL being black is a political statement. You answered your own question. Get real with this fucking Spike Lee's picture, okay? Where is the ones that are there's ones that they talk about how she's like a transphobe and
wow. Just for making light of the pronoun thing?
Yeah.
That's wild.
Well, it's
and that she's anti-Semitic.
She was getting bullied by the pronoun police to put pronouns in her bio. And it's like, so they bullied her and she made a joke, but that's her being the bad guy. It's like, this is why people come out in hordes to support her. Like me and Chrissy were both there. She had the longest line at MegaCon every single day she was there.
It was insane.
Look at this. All of these are the same comment. Being black isn't a political position. Damn, didn't know being black was political. Being black is not politics nor choice. Being black isn't politics. It's like literally the same fucking words over and over. Being black isn't politics. These are different people, but they're all NPCs. Like they all say the same fucking thing. Oh, were people against racist her? I didn't know that. You mean people don't support anti-Semitism? This is the big one.
So we're equating their perception of what is racism versus like being judged or being persecuted for your political beliefs. Like, yes. I would say they're equal.
I would say they're equal as well. And it's kind of crazy because what we're really talking about here and the crux of the matter with regards to Gina's anti-Semitism is this post by Gina Carano, who's not even written by her. It was just shared on Instagram.
Right.
This is how it all went down with regards to the anti-Semitism. And I'm just reading this out loud, Mama YouTube. So it's not what I'm saying. These are the words on the screen saying Jews were beaten in the streets, not by Yahtzee soldiers, but by their neighbors, even by children, because history is edited. Most people today don't realize that it gets to the point where Yahtzee soldiers could easily round up thousands of Jews. The government first made their own neighbors hate them simply for being Jews. How is that any different from hating someone for their political
and
views?
Same thing. They said, oh, it's for your safety. It's for your safety. Same thing we saw over the last couple of years.
I'm going to send you some photos. So when I was in Berlin, I went to a concentration camp. And one of the things that they have there is they have the little, so the one that I went to was one of the first concentration camps, and it only held men, but there was an SS office like right outside. So it's literally in this house that's like 20 or 30 minutes north of Berlin. And the people in the town didn't know that this was a concentration camp until like a truck broke down and bodies spilled out of the back of it.
Wow.
And so before you go in, they have like a room explaining how they were able to round up the Jews. And the reason why I wanted to go to this concentration camp in particular was what Hitler did was he hired a bunch of artists to make propaganda. So that way it would trick the Jews and the gypsies and the blacks and the disabled and the gays to get on the buses and the trains to go to these communities. And a lot of these artists ended up getting killed because, and I took pictures of everything. I'll send it to you in your DMs on Twitter, Nina. It's really, it's kind of like uncomfortable to look at, but they tried to draw them in like the striped pajamas happy. But so there's this one image and it's very dark because it's like this one guy and you can see that he's clearly freaking just skin and bones. And he's like waving with a smile. And they also had all of the propaganda for movie posters. So there'd be like a blonde woman with a little blonde girl, and there'd be like the big scary Jew behind them. And they did this so that way everyone in Germany, everyone in Austria, everyone in Europe would be terrified of, Jewish people and gypsies, and because they painted them. It was 100% propaganda. But what's funny is the first thing that the Nazis did when they took over the newspapers, they took over the media, and they started with the horoscopes. And so they would make yeah, that was the very first thing.
You will die in an oven. You're like, oh, every sign is gonna die in an oven.
No.
Well, no, it was like entice fear into people by
Damn.
going into the horoscopes first, and then they slowly took it over from there. And so, because people are addicted to bad news, and like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, this is going crazy, how can we fight this, like I'm in danger and stuff. I mean, we've seen that time and time again through history, like with Y2K and everyone losing their minds, right?
Yeah.
And that was like, oh, the computers are gonna go crazy, and now everyone
all gonna
buys into this
go.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, fear is
Only five-
It's
addictive.
herd mentality. And that's okay. So these are the things that they talk about with regards to Gina Carano. The anti-Semitic tweets, or the anti-Semitic stance that they think she has because of this post. Like other than nothing, there's nothing else. So other than this, she's anti-trans because she put beep bop boop in her profile. Even though that was a response to attacks from the other community, telling her like you have to put pronouns in your profile, and she did it as a joke, being like, I don't want to put pronouns, but I'll put this, and it was just kind of like a joke that got away from her. And I'm sure you relate to that on some level, Chrissy, because I'm sure you
gotta
told the
make
joke
light.
here and
You're
there.
taking the piss out of something. you know?
Yeah, and
You're
then
making it less serious.
and then people like just shit on you forever, like over it. Like, you just said such a bad joke, even though it wasn't even a bad joke. It was a really funny fucking joke. But okay.
Yeah, where in her Disney contract did it say that she has to submit to posting pronouns?
To putting fucking pronouns in your
Mhm.
bio, which is like really retarded. I'm sorry, but when you're putting your pronouns in your bio, it's just kind of like, what are we doing here? I
Yeah.
feel like we're taking a step back as a species. Like, let's identify ourselves with what is between our legs and our pronouns. This is not what we were supposed to be doing.
Or what we
now.
wish was between our legs. Yeah.
or what we wish is between our legs. Hey, Culture Casino, good to see you in the chat. And I just feel like this is all insane. And then there was transphobe tweets that like the anti-Semitic thing. The other one is anti-masker, because the other, like, they were saying that during this whole COVID situation, she was anti-mask, which good for fucking her. Okay.
Mhm.
Like, I don't give a shit. So was I was anti-mask, and I still am anti-mask. And I think if you fucking wore a mask, you're retarded, especially if you put it on your
Mhm.
kids. Stop putting them on your kids. Let them breathe some freaking air. Maybe if we hadn't done this kind of bullshit, we wouldn't have gotten herd immunity faster. More people would have survived. But having said that, and these are all my thoughts, I'm not a medical expert. I'm just sharing my thoughts, my opinions.
Disavow. Yeah,
Just
it's like
sharing
she
my thoughts and
wasn't.
opinions,
She
that's all.
wasn't the I'm into the current thing.
Yeah.
But-
And then the last thing that they don't like her for is that she questioned January 6th, or she questioned the elections, which, look, as an American, she has every right to do. You have every right to, want a fair elections in America.
And these aren't off the wall things. Everything you just named is something that literally millions of people agree with each one of these takes.
Well, a lot of people agree, and they went down on January 6th and, let their voice be heard. I don't think it was insurrection the way that they want to talk about it, but hey, whatever. And she had concerns about the election, and she let it be known. And I still don't think you should be fired for something like that. Isn't America about free speech? Aren't we talking about free speech? Like,
It's
that
free speech until you go against what they want you to think,
Mhm. Did you mail those pictures to me,
Yeah.
Anna?
I'm
She's
sending
playing
them on
against her brand.
Twitter. I sent like a few of them, but so those are just like the propaganda posters. There's more, but they're kind of really uncomfortable to look at. So
Depressing.
I sent you the safest ones.
Wow.
Okay. So this is this one.
Oh, interesting.
Give us an explanation here.
So this is just like, obviously like the blonde woman and child, the Aryans, and then how I don't know if you can read the print there, but how
Let me see.
the Jews. I don't speak German or read German, so I don't know what it says on the poster, but the little fine print says it on there. But so it's basically like you need to get the bad guys away because they're going to ruin the society. Like they're the evil of society.
Okay. And then there is, and these are the posters that are
Which
there,
is
right?
crazy because who do you
Yeah.
think is going to do your taxes?
And then there's this one here.
So that one was like America is bad.
Yep.
Britain is bad, obviously
Russians.
Russia. So it's
Those
like they're all
commies.
on the side of evil. They're all supporting the
And
evil.
they're hiding this evil,
Mhm.
the mastermind behind the curtain, I guess.
Mhm.
Okay. And then let's see.
But this was real. That's how they turned society. They bought out the newspapers, they changed the narrative, and they slowly took over.
Wow.
That's right. They did. This is exactly how it went down. And Gina Carano, all she was doing was pointing this out, especially in a very precarious time, in a very strange time of our existence on this planet, where we're all shut down. You know, we were being locked down in our homes. We didn't know what the hell was going on. Everyone was scared. And then, you know, every other thing that you saw in the news was just division, division, division. And things like, you know, you got to report if your families are getting together. Like if your neighbors are getting together,
yeah, snitch on them.
You got to snitch on them. And they were telling people to do this. They were literally telling, especially in Canada, and it was happening in Canada. People were getting arrested because they were being snitched on for getting together for Christmas and things like that.
I heard about that. Yeah.
So things with like this were literally happening. And I think that's, I mean, this is, it was scary. It was a scary thing that she was pointing out, and she had every right to point it out. And it's something that I don't think she meant anything anti-Semitic by it. She was just pointing out that if we don't, those who forget history are doomed to repeat it. And we were repeating it, and we still are to some extent.
Well, you know what's funny is like it's completely normal in sports to like demonize your opponents, and like you're the opposite team. Like here in California, it's the Dodgers and the Giants. And so, you know, it's like, fuck you, you fucking Dodgers fan, because I'm a Giants fan. But it's like once the game is over and the season's over, you just kind of like, if you see someone in the store, it's like, you know, you're on the opposite team as me. Like you're on the, you know, the wrong side of the fandom. But it's nothing that's like malicious. I mean, sometimes they can be, like people get too riled up at games and whatnot. But then it's over, because it's like it's a game, it's a sport. Whereas I think other people, especially on Twitter, it's like, no, this, if you aren't with us, you're my enemy, just like the fucking Sith, right?
Yeah, sounds like
you.
Anakin.
Well, it's like I have absolutely no interest in politics, but it's like I can look at it and I'm like, I think both fucking sides are apeshit crazy. And I think it's stupid that we focus so much on American politics when it's like, you know, that America is not the center of the fucking universe, right? And people don't just stop, you know, like sports fans do. It's like, no, we have to continue. And if we find out you're on this side or this side, then you're the embodiment of all evil, and it doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, I mean that's exactly what it is. It's divide and conquer, and that's all they want to do is divide everybody. And I agree with you. I think all sides are shit. That the government is fucked. I think I might be glitching out a little bit because Anna
Am I glitching or
am I glitching?
I think it might be me. Since you said that you're she's fine for you, Chrissy, I think it might be me. I don't know what's going on. If I disconnect, it's because of my Mexican internet, but I'll be back as soon as I can. Here we go. This is another thing I wanted to share. This was shared by Steve Kenobi, because since you brought up the did you say you went to Auschwitz?
No, I went to Stockenhausen. Auschwitz is in Poland. I went to there's a few of them in Germany. Most of them are in Poland, but I went to one of the first ones they made. But yeah, this one was from like the Auschwitz Memorial, which is it's literally what she said.
Literally what she said. They tweeted out, when we look at Auschwitz, we see the end of the process. It's important to remember that the Holocaust actually did not start from gas chambers. This hatred gradually developed from words, stereotypes, and prejudices through legal exclusion, dehumanization, and escalating violence. And really, what is the difference between these two tweets or these two posts? I don't see one. I really don't see a difference.
One has a photo. That's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And And I think that that's what she was pointing out. She was pointing out this very same thing, which it wasn't even her words. She didn't even write it. It was somebody else. She just shared it. That's one of the things I think is really funny from all of this is now, you know, that thing that I was talking about, how people like kind of follow me around and they're like, you're associated with racist and sexist people. I literally have people come into my comments and be like, you like this tweet about abortion. Do you want to kill babies? And I'm like, are you fucking for real, dude? Like, you know, like, and literally like on posts that are like that has to do like with like She-Thor. Like they'll come and be like, you know, oh, you said this, but you like, what are your thoughts on abortion? And I'm like, on a She-Hulk trailer post? Like what? Like why? What the fuck does this have to do with anything? But yeah, so I wanted to break the narrative on this whole Gina Carano thing because I feel like she's definitely been mistreated by Disney and Star Wars. And so is Moses to some extent. I feel like Moses is being used.
Yeah.
I think it's disgusting, frankly, about how they're using her to just kind of promote the show in such a negative way.
Yeah, there's a difference between like asshole comments and this is a racist attack.
Yeah, what did you say, Anna?
I asked, you guys think she's letting it happen, like to build up her clout?
Probably, so she can play the victim. It always feels good to be the victim.
So. Yeah, I think to some extent she might be. It's just
and then you get all the people who are afraid of being called racist, then they do the outpouring of love and support, and it's overall more attention for her. It's a net positive for her.
Yeah. Which is sad. I think she's being exploited. I really do.
Yeah. I don't know. If I were her, I wouldn't want that to be what people think of. Like,
yeah.
I would have a lot of respect for her if she came out and said, like, yo, there's always going to be fucking assholes out there. Like, I don't want to be remembered for that. I want to be remembered for what I did, not for what people said about me, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But the fact that, like, people that play into this, like, kind of like Amber Heard, like, let me play off of this whole, like, Me Too movement. Let me play off of, oh, the racists are being mean to me, instead of, like, say, like Gus from fucking Breaking Bad. You don't see anyone talking about racism with him. You didn't see anyone talking about racism with Samuel L. Jackson or with
James Earl Jones.
No, not James Earl Jones. Did I say that one? I think I did. Maybe. Well, no, nobody said anything about James Earl Jones or
Boyega.
Huh?
John Boyega.
No, he kind of played into that a little bit.
He called them out later.
Yeah. He would fight with them himself. He wouldn't have Ewan McGregor make a video about him.
Yeah, because he called them out later.
Yes, Billy D. Thank you. That's who I was thinking of. I don't know why I was blanking on that name.
There you go, Billy D. Yeah, he called them out later on. Like after
he called out Disney
thing.
too, which was great.
Yeah, he called out Disney and he said, like, you know, they basically fucked Finn over, which they did. I mean, we all liked Finn. Like, I liked Finn. I think, Anna, you've said before that you thought Finn was a good character, like had a great potential.
No, he had like the most interesting or like story just based off like a turned stormtrooper, and he gets thrown into all of this. And I mean, when they released that fucking poster and the trailer, and he's the one holding Luke's lightsaber, it's like, oh my gosh, like
it was
he went from being a stormtrooper to being a Jedi. That's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, I mean,
instead they did that.
Yeah, it was really cool to see like a force sensitive stormtrooper, and the idea was really cool. And then they, you know, they kind of like insinuated the love triangle was going to be between him and Daisy Ridley and you know and Kylo kind of thing.
To her is like, you got a boyfriend. Like, he saves her and asks if she's got a boyfriend. It's like, really?
Exactly. And then so there was like that insinuation, and then the Last Jedi comes around, and then all of that is out the door, and then they gave her this fucking girlfriend that's like, well, not girlfriend, but this girl who is, you know, Rose Tico, and she's like a janitor and another person of color because they didn't want him to be with a white girl anymore. I don't know. It's just like there's all these things that just kind of just adds up to like super racism from Disney. And you're just kind of
they
like,
shrunk him on the poster, and then they removed
Let me
what's her
bring
name?
that up.
Maz Kanata's character, which was
Mhm.
voiced by Lupita. So they removed a black woman's character and they shrunk a black man. So it's like, you want to look for racism, don't look any further than yourselves, Disney.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to look that far. And that's why this whole thing just seems so manufactured. And we know that a lot of fans love Star Wars characters, and one of the favorites is, of course, Samuel Jackson. There it is. I mean, everybody was posting this photo. There's Gary posting it.
Well, look, okay, so you can see on the American one, Maz Kanata is right above BB-8.
Okay, so BB-8,
and she's gone in the other one.
Yeah, dude, and then BB-8 is bigger than John Boyega. Fucking BB-8. This thing was so
funny.
lame.
Wasn't there a black BB-8 with a different name? Would it be so funny they turned Boyega basically into like a black BB-8 on the China version?
And then this is just Star Wars alone. I mean, we're not even talking MCU when they removed T'Challa's face from the Chinese poster. Like they literally like put a fucking
they
mask
also
on him.
removed Finn, who's like he's Hispanic, right? Or not Finn, Oscar Isaac.
Yeah, I think they did. I don't remember that one.
Him. So they shrunk down a POC and they removed 2 other POCs. So it's like,
and where's Chewie? Where's Chewie on the Chinese
Chewie's gone.
one?
Yeah, Chewie's gone. There's no Chewie.
That's animal racist.
Alien racist. I mean, this is
beastist.
terrible.
I don't know.
Beastist. I have to cough. Excuse me.
How dare you? How dare you?
Now it's the Anna and Chrissy show.
Are you tired, Chrissy?
I'm so tired.
Yeah.
Do I look tired?
No, I've never seen you lean that far back before.
Yeah, it's the leaning.
I'm like all the way sitting in the chair. Yeah, usually I'm like perched up.
You just look so relaxed.
Yeah, I am.
Let's hit some of these super chats, and then I have a couple more really short stories that we can go into and just make fun of, and then we can finish. Sears Smash Channel for $2.79. Thank you. Unrelated, but thank God Johnny Depp won his case today. Absolutely. Thank goodness for that. Turtle Watch Studios for $2 says turtle count. Turtle courting and turtle coitus to you 3. Well, thank you, 200 Watt Studios. And then Mangas for a toonie, thank you, says AO, is this live? Yes. Thank you for your membership, King Tiberius. Okay, here we go. I think I have one more thing to show you. Basically, fuck Disney Star Wars is the moral of the story.
Look at her using the cough button. I just let it rip.
Dude, I haven't been able to figure out how to completely set this up, but I got the fancy mic.
Ooh, look at you.
And I got the whole,
it comes in black. That's pretty cool.
Well, yeah. Let me
show it, girl.
Let me unplug it. It's all twisted, but I have it and like the little roadcaster thing. I want to paint like the rims around it yellow because I like that.
Yes, that would look so good.
Yeah, well, yellow's my favorite color, but like black and yellow kind of go with Batman.
Oh yeah,
and so I want to get like a new chair and everything because this chair is like falling apart. But I have the new roadcaster, but I'm not using this microphone yet because I tried setting it up and the speakers I have aren't compatible. So I have to get new speakers on top of everything else.
Oh no.
Well, we'll see.
Oh, that would be really cool though. The yellow and black.
Yeah. You look like you were part of the Latin Kings.
Lorena, she like bedazzled her mic and it looks fucking dope. I was like,
I'm gonna be super scared because this mic was like $500.
Oh damn, that's expensive. What brand is it?
So you might not be able to take it out of the thing. You might have to just like, paint it like without taking the microphone out of the case, like to paint the outside part.
I know how to do it, and I can just use tape and whatnot. Like I painted like other things before, but I think I'm just gonna do this top part around it and like make it because I like the yellow, like black and yellow together.
Yeah, it looks sick.
That's
what
your
I'm gonna do is I'm
colors.
gonna get this one chair that's like kind of higher, but it's black and white because they don't have it in yellow. But I got leather paint, and so I'm gonna paint the white parts of the chair yellow. And
Nice.
excuse me, over the
Ooh.
logo, I ordered one of those like big Batman patches because I couldn't find a Batman chair, and so I'm gonna iron on the Batman.
Ooh,
That's
nice.
so cool. I love how creative you are. Are you wearing a Silence of the Lambs shirt?
I am.
That's so
Silence of the
cool.
Lambs outside of Star Wars is my favorite movie, and so this was actually sent to me.
Damn,
So
that's pretty cool.
it's got like Buffalo Bill up top and Hannibal below. But yeah.
I don't think
want-
I've
I
ever
want shirts.
seen a fucking like Silence of the Lambs shirt.
Yeah,
That's
it's
so
really
I have a
random.
few of them.
You're the only person I've ever seen sport Silence of the Lambs gear.
I tried to do
Wait,
this sucking in noise and I coughed.
Did you ever
Oh,
buy
no.
that Chucky purse or whatever the fuck that was that you were gonna buy? Wasn't it Hannibal?
No,
purse?
it's a Hannibal Lecter purse made out of real leather, and the guy upped his price by like $1,000, and I'm so mad because I wanted it. I know.
Damn.
$1,000. That's a bit much. That's crazy.
Well, no, it was like already expensive, but they upped it, so they added on $1,000 because it's like handmade and out of leather, and everything's more expensive now. So I was like, I should have bought it.
He probably knew you wanted it, and he's
I'm
like,
gonna find
this
out.
chick's gonna buy it, and I'm gonna jack the price on this. So here's the other article that I was gonna bring up for fun. And I'm extremely happy that Chrissy's here because now she can make fun of this.
Well, I also am very interested in the 18 best mini bags and totes to make a big statement in summer of 2022.
Well, we can check that out after. I'm all about clickbait. So woman who is sexually attracted to planes wants to marry toy Boeing. Oh, here's that purse we were talking about.
I lied. It went up by 100, not 1,000. I'm crazy.
Oh wow.
But see, it's handmade. Like it used to be 850, and now it's 950.
Wow.
Would you ever pay
But
for that?
he just said he would not buy this for me, and that he
That would give me nightmares. That is not.
He disapproved of me purchasing it for myself.
Don't bring that into your home. That's not okay.
Well, let's just say I want it, and I'm pretty sure I'm the only person on the planet that wants this purse.
It's true.
I would be okay with it if there weren't eyes. Like
That's the thing with Hannibal.
I know. Ugh. It's fucking creepy.
It's so creepy.
It's cool.
It's the creepiest thing I've ever seen. I mean, I thought it was really funny because you were talking about this during COVID, and Cecil was like, "Yeah, buy that purse because no one will come near you," and it's true. Like, dude, that thing is like a people deterrent. I'd be like, "Is that bitch fucking carrying around a head?"
It'd be great for Halloween.
It would be great for Halloween. That's true.
But Anna's got she's into fun purses and bags, so it makes sense.
So are you apparently, because you got so sucked into that.
The little ones, yeah.
Yeah, this one.
I would never carry around a tiny bag like that. They're so like impractical.
Neither would I. I don't do that. How do you feel about Boeings though?
Wow, I mean, like,
this woman does.
Talk about a size queen. There's no way she's gonna get that all the way in there. You got to take the wings off. I don't know. Yeah, this is just mental illness.
This is insane. Mangas. Thank you so much. Did I read that right? Mangas. Thank you so much for the $5 or Mangas. Okay. At Chrissy, is there a full clip of your Greg Gutfield appearance on YouTube?
I think I may have one on a channel on my YouTube page on a playlist.
There you go. Thank you for the $5.
I'll look into
it. So this woman apparently wants to marry a Boeing. Look, we've talked on this channel about a guy that wanted to marry an ashtray. He was sleeping with a doll, kind of like J. Doll Hefner, but like crazier because he married one. And then, there's Cecil.
Does the plane vibrate at all? Does it specify?
I don't know. Let's
read
it and find out. But is it possible for one of you ladies, maybe Chrissy, can you read this? Because I don't know what the hell's going on. I think I need more water. I'm
guys are
going
still
to put
going.
this in the private
Oh.
chat so that you can pull it up for yourself so you can
Okay.
actually see it if you want to, versus on the screen, because like, do you want to share
Wow.
your screen?
It's crazy. Oh, should I share my screen? Is that what you're
Yeah,
saying?
if you want to like read it on your screen, because I don't know if your eyes are going to get bugged by
Oh,
mine.
yeah, I can read it. I can read it. A woman in love with a plane insists her desire is not a flight of fancy. Sarah Rodo, 23, even refers to the Boeing 737 as her boyfriend. She flies on the aircraft as often as possible and has 50 replica models of the plane at home. Sarah calls the Boeing Dickie and hopes to wed one day, even though it is illegal in Germany. The Dortmund resident identifies as an objectum sexual. Let me guess. Bad
Wait,
words
as a
with
what
her dad.
sexual?
Objectum, meaning that she is sexually attracted to inanimate objects. She said past romances with men didn't get her flying high. Well, maybe because she's fucking dykey looking. She has also been in love with a train. Sarah said, my plane is called Dickie. I love everything about him, but particularly his face, wings, and engine. They're so sexy to me. This person is not gonna, oh my God.
This person needs some help.
Some help. Yeah.
A lot of help, like a team of help. What is
Damn.
happening?
She can't
Oh
share it.
no! There's like, oh my
Oh
God,
my
I haven't seen
God.
this.
I remember
Damn.
Gundam did a video on her when the story like first came out, and like it was her talking about how many times she's ridden on the plane and whatnot, and how she tries getting different seats. I'm like, that just sounds miserable, and what a waste of money.
Yeah,
Oh my
it's called like
God.
having a long distance relationship with no boyfriend. You're just on a plane for no reason.
Some people don't understand my love, but my friends took my coming out very well and encouraged me. You have friends? Okay. Fuck, man. I don't know what
Damn.
to say. I'm just like, I mean, Brittany. Go ahead, Anna.
Instead of writing articles, they should get her some help.
Yeah.
I agree. I mean, this is clearly a cry for help. Brittany said something like, you know, the lengths women go to like not bang dudes.
Yeah.
And I mean,
this
like,
person was probably molested or probably abused at some point. And instead of getting help, she just like completely disassociated from men entirely.
I think so. And I think, interestingly enough, I think that that's kind of what's happened to like people like J. Dahl Hefner, because I think they just completely given up on like the opposite sex. And I mean, he's into dolls, she's into planes. That other dude is into dolls and ashtrays and shit. So,
all she has to do is go to a bar, get a little drunk, and
step one, grow your hair out. Enough with this short
like
hair.
I mean, if she just got laid by some guy at a bar, and like she had a good night and went on like a couple good dates, it would be fine. Like
she's a palate cleanser. Yeah.
Valiant Renegade for 10 says, I couldn't resist Twitter tagging Nina and Anna. Have fun with the Twitter's newest Village idiot. What? Oh my God.
Village idiot.
What? Village idiot. Thanks.
Village. I like Village. Sounds fancy.
Sounds French.
Yeah.
Let's see. What'd you tag me on? Oh God. I can't deal with this idiot right now. Why am I calling Vigilante? Oh my God.
Vigilante.
Valiant Renegade.
Vigilante.
There was another guy named Vigilante Renegade, or he's Valiant Renegade. He was Vigilante something. No, Vigilante Williamson. And I keep getting them mixed up. Still to this day. Cecil says, for $2, says, she's seeing a jet. Why are the good ones taken? Oh my God.
You know, with Boeings, it's, you know, bows before hoes, I guess.
Nina's Omicron. No, I'm just like, I don't know what's going on. I'm losing my voice.
Omicron is still a thing?
Here we go. Oh, Chrissy, you are more than welcome to bow out if you're tired and you need to go.
Okay, I feel bad, but I'm like, I don't want to fall asleep on your
We're almost done. We're almost done. So you can bow out. It's all good.
Okay, I love you guys. Thank you for inviting me on.
Bye, Chrissy.
I appreciate your like Star Wars takes. I feel like they make me feel smarter because I acknowledge my normie standpoint.
We like your norm. I like your normie
It's okay. I
standpoint.
think
We
my
need it.
favorite normie moment from you was comparing Alexa or Cortana to Alexa.
Yeah.
It's okay.
you
It
guys-
makes for
all
a
right.
good, fun time.
Okay, good.
Thanks
That's
for
all I-
coming on, Chrissy. You're
Thanks for
awesome
having
as
me.
always. Everybody, check out Chrissy Mare's channel. I'll put it in the
Aw.
description after the show. But also Simpcast on Sundays with Anna, that Star Wars girl, and also Brittany
And
Venti.
also
She's on
you
there.
whenever you want to come on.
And
Yeah.
sometimes me. Sometimes
Mhm.
I'm on there. So definitely sub to
I will
Chrissy
be there
Mare.
this week. I have no reason to not.
Ooh,
I
who's
won't
on
be
this
drunk
week?
at a con jumping on the stream.
Keanu
Yeah.
Thompson is on this Sunday, and so is Olivia Rondeau. She's super based and fun. She's
Russell Halford too says you think should be a frequent high clubber. Wow.
you would think that.
You would think so, but
But
she just
instead-
likes to take the cockpit, apparently.
Yeah. Get in the gut.
Ew, and that's it, folks.
Doing
We're
it.
out. No, I'm just joking. Okay.
Thanks,
Good
Grammy.
night.
I love you. Bye.
Good night,
Bye,
Chrissy.
Chrissy.
Take care. We're almost done, Anna. Do you want to watch that last trailer that we got for the Pinocchio thing, or should we just call it?
Oh
It's up
yeah,
to you.
I still haven't seen it.
Do you want to watch it, or should we just call it? Whatever you want to do.
It's up to you. I'm awake.
Do you think Disney would claim it?
Possibly. I mean, they're pretty good about when you do a reaction video.
Okay.
I don't
we
know
can
how they
watch
are
it.
in live streams. We could watch that like one little section.
Yeah, we'll just watch it. It's fine. We'll watch it, and I'll cut it out if
you
we
know
have
what?
to.
People get upset about like the live action movies. I'm like, I'm just not gonna watch it. I'll just watch the original because I mean they've made so many live action Pinocchio movies.
I don't need another Pinocchio movie in my life personally, but Jesus Davila, thank you for the thumbs up super sticker. Really appreciate that. Okay, here we go. I mostly wanted to watch this. I clicked on that clickbait purse thing, and I should have shown this to Chrissy because there's I just scrolled through it, and there's a pizza purse.
Oh my god.
Would you buy this, Anna?
No.
I wouldn't either. Are any of these
I only
cute?
buy like Star Wars or like Star Trek or Hannibal Lecter.
This is kind of cute.
Yeah,
With
I
a
was
little
just never
arrow.
wear it. Like I just always go for Star Wars.
You just yeah, I've seen your little like R2D2 purse. It's really cute.
Yeah.
Do you have any-
Some people give me shit. They're like, get a grown-up purse. I'm like, this is a grown-up purse.
Do you have any other ones other than the R2D2 one?
I have an Ewok purse. I have another R2D2 purse. It's more like a clutch purse. I have a 4-leaf clover one. I have a pink heart one. And I think those are all. I mean, I only ever use my R2D2 purse. I had this really cool. It was like kind of bigger. It had like a stormtrooper helmet on it, but it was like a Diaz des Morta design on it, which was really
nice.
cool. And then my cat peed in it, so I had to throw it away.
Oh no. Oh,
I know.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna watch this Pinocchio trailer. One of the reasons I want to watch this is because I saw that they uglified the fairy godmother. So I want to check out the whole trailer and see what kind of shit show they have in store for Pinocchio.
Okay.
Let's give this a watch. We'll just pause it once in a while.
Do you
and
remember
see.
the one that came out in like 2000?
Pinocchio?
Yeah, it's a live action Pinocchio.
I don't
No
remember.
one ever talks about it. I think it was like a terrible bomb.
I think I watched it, but I don't remember anything about it.
She had like, I don't know, the blue fairy, she had like a white bonnet. She had blue hair and like swirls on her cheek, ugly blue dress.
Can you pull up a picture? Because I'll remember it if I.
Yeah, let me get it.
Rob Leaford too says Tug already has a cow. Have you seen his wife? What?
That's mean.
That's mean. Why would you be so mean? Tug's not even here.
Oh, okay. It was 1996. Let me share.
Cecil
You
says,
might
I like
not-
when girls wear Star Wars purses. It lets you know they're retarded. Oh God.
Okay. So this.
Oh yeah, this I avoided it because I was like, what the fuck is that? So
Well, I
was like,
just
didn't watch
remember
it.
that they had the toys at like McDonald's. It's like really, really strange. Let me find.
I remember I kind of avoided it because I thought the Pinocchio looked really creepy. I was like,
Was she
it
in
was
this?
kind of nightmarish.
I remember there was like everything was puppets in it. Was there not a fairy in it? I don't
I
remember.
don't know. There has to be a fairy. I mean, that's the story.
I know. It's just showing me this one. But like this was Jiminy Cricket. Like he was literally a fucking cricket.
They all look really realistic. A poor blue fairy. Oh God.
I don't know, is this her?
Wait, who's that? Yeah.
I don't think this is her. No, this is a different one.
Is that from a movie though?
This was a movie. Maybe I'll go on IMDb, and that's weird that it's not showing up just on Google search.
Maybe she was a redhead and she's been ginger-sided.
Uh,
All right, here we go. Are you ready, Anna?
I guess so.
All right, let's see this shit show. Was that CG already? I feel like that was already CG.
Everything is CG.
I feel like all of that was CG. Like I thought were all the clocks CG? Because I feel like that was CG.
I think everything is easier to make in CG than it is real.
It looks so bad. Like everything's always CG now. It's like, can we just have some real stuff like clocks? I mean, you could make a fucking clock. Tom Hanks. Ugh. Marty, like I'm out.
I like Tom Hanks. I try not to look into real life stuff.
I mean, I tried to, but God, he's disappointing. Oh, Kitty. Oh my God, it's an animated cat. Are you fucking kidding me? You can't even get an animated cat. I mean, a real cat.
That's supposed to be Figaro?
Yes. Look at this. It's a fucking animated cat. They couldn't even get a real cat.
They won't.
Really?
Because the animated is easier than
can't even have a real cat.
It's easier to act with than real life ones.
That's stupid.
Star light, star bright. First star I see tonight. I wish I may. I wish I might have the wish I wish to.
Wait, so like, is this considered like, what is it? Cultural appropriation? Because he's like culturally appropriating like the Italian accent.
No, well, cultural appropriation only works is if they are people of color, which I guess Italians don't count.
Oh yeah, because Italians are white. Cecil says Tom puts the pedo in Geppetto. Oh no. Good Lord.
Night.
When you wish upon a star.
Let's go back and look at the design for the Jiminy Cricket. What do we think of this, Anna?
I mean, I had a Jiminy up on my shelf somewhere. I like the OG Jiminy. Let me see if I can get him down.
He's so cute. I like the OG Jiminy Cricket. It's freaking adorable. While she's doing that, Russell Hall for 5 says that cow wasn't Tug's wife. He just got very drunk one night in a pasture looking for shrooms and stuff happened. Tug is a bit of a hillbilly. Why are we talking about Tug?
I don't know. They're crazy. Okay, so I don't have Jiminy. Jiminy's up somewhere else, but I have Pinocchio out. Jiminy used to be.
Oh, there he is.
Jiminy used to sit up on my shelf. I don't know where he went.
Oh. Oh, he's so cute. You painted him, right? Like you have a painting.
I
of
have
him.
another one. When it was Disneyland's 60th anniversary, they came out with black and white versions of Pinocchio, Mr. Toad, and a couple other characters. And so I bought Pinocchio. He's about like half the size. And I bought Mr. Toad because I love Mr. Toad.
Oh, yeah. I remember you were doing like a painting of like the different dolls.
Here, let me grab that one.
I think that one was on there.
I think that I don't think Jiminy's in this painting though. It's just I know I need to paint these bigger. That's my problem. I have the Blue Fairy,
hold on,
Pinocchio, and Cleo.
Yeah,
So
there he is.
Yeah,
Aww.
that's the black and white one, which is weird because it's like more of a bluish gray. But that's with them. The Blue Fairy plush. It's the only one in existence that I know of. And I got her before she went crazy expensive on. What is on here? Oh, no.
What is it?
It's a black paint spot. This painting got damaged.
Well, at
in
least
my
it's
move.
not white paint. You're fine.
White paint might actually, I might be able to make it look like a sparkle. This is just like a big black blob.
Oh, no.
I know.
Slane Hope. Wow. That name is interesting. For $5 says if Hollywood recycled toilet paper the same way they recycle scripts, they could save the rainforests single-handedly. That's
no.
Funny. Yeah. Yep. Oh God, we don't need another animated freaking Pinocchio.
Well,
Okay.
my thing is like, why don't you just make new movies? You know?
Cecil's telling you to sell it.
Fuck you.
There you go, Cecil. God, that music is so loud. Wait, who is that dude? Do I know him?
Which one? Go back. Oh, that's what's his name? I want to say Svengoolie, but it's not. That's probably the guy that.
No, but I mean the actor. Do I know this actor? I don't know. I can't recognize him. I know the character. I don't know the actor. This guy's the circus owner, dude. The one that tricks him to go into the circus and then he turns into a donkey.
That always made me cry when I was a kid.
Really? The donkey scene? That always freaked me out too.
Yeah, because it's like they were just having fun and all of a sudden they start turning into donkeys and they're like, I want my mommy.
Oh my God. I remember they had another animated one that I used to watch like before the Disney one. And it was kind of like Japanese animation. And it was like fucking awesome. It was actually way better than the Disney one, in my opinion. And then like the animation for the whole circus thing was way better for that whole thing. And it was like scarier. And the cat was like a lot cooler looking than the Disney one, the cat and the fox. All the characters were way cooler looking. Oh my God, look, I think I'm just over CG, to be completely honest with you. Every time I see like CG stuff, I'm like, look, the CG fox looks like shit. Like I'm like, ugh. CG.
Well, they do that because it's cheaper than.
I know, but it's soulless. It's soulless and just sucks.
Well, they know that they can get the takes right every time. That's why they do it so much.
Yeah, I think it's just me. This is just a taste thing. I'm just over it. But this is just a taste thing. That has nothing to do with like if the show would be bad or not. I have no idea. Oh no.
That's what you were telling me about.
Oh no.
Well, now you know what's going to happen is they're going to say that you're racist if you criticize that.
I don't care that she's black. I just want her to have some hair. Why?
Yeah, I don't get the bald thing.
Like she can be black. Like we were talking about this backstage. I liked like the fairy
Brandy
godmother.
Cinderella with Whitney Houston.
With Whitney Houston. She's
And
so
Whitney
pretty.
Houston had a freaking afro and she looked great.
She was so elegant and beautiful. And I'm sure this woman could be elegant and beautiful too. Why? What is with this bald look? Like, is this all because of like Jada Pinkett Smith? Like, I don't understand why this whole bald look is like the black women thing now.
You know what's also it irritates me more than the baldness, but the wings are really ugly. Like I don't like her.
You don't like the wings?
I don't like the animation on the dress. I don't like the earrings.
Well, we can't really see the full dress. It's not very accented.
I think the whole thing is going to be animated.
Oh God! Of course it is, Anna. Of course.
No, I think that this lady is in like basically a suit, or she's got kind of like the dress, but I think it's got all the little dots on it.
All right, you know, I'm gonna look this up because I want to know if they uglified her. Hold on, let's see. Pinocchio. Let's figure this out. 2022. Wait. The fuck? Why is there two Pinocchios? Okay. Here's the Tom Hanks one. Okay, hold on. Tom Hanks. I just need the IMDb, damn it. I want to know who she is. Okay, there we go. Her name is Cynthia Erivo. Okay. And she was in some other things that I've never heard of, like Genius. Have you heard of that TV series?
Mm-hmm.
She's in Needle in a Time Stack, which I've never heard of. The Outsider. Have you ever heard of that TV series?
Heard of The Outsiders.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no. This is The Outsider, not plural. There's a TV series. It's a podcast series called The Two Princes. She was in Harriet. That's where I know her from. That's the movie.
What's that?
The movie about Harriet Tubman.
Oh. Was she good?
I didn't see the whole thing. I just saw commercials of it. She looked like she'd be good in it. Okay, so now that we know her name, let's check out her Instagram. So let's see what she looks like as a normal, just everyday person. And what her hair looks like when she's just hanging out. Is she a bald woman usually? Or is she... Oh, okay, she looks like... Okay, here we go. She looks like that is her hairstyle. So she rocks that, I guess, the black hairstyle. She has
a wig on right there.
I mean, this one, she has a wig on, but I think this is for TV.
Okay.
So that's different. Like, but this is like a picture of... Oh, no, that's not... That's a happy birthday one.
Oh, her doggy's birthday.
Oh, that's cute. Okay, here we go. This is her.
Does she have any that aren't reels?
Yeah,
that's what Instagram wants now.
What is that?
Reels. It's they're trying to be like TikTok.
No, but I mean, what is this one? Is what I meant. I thought. Oh, reels or reels are these things? Is that
yeah?
Is that how you know?
It's not a reel.
Okay, so this is a picture. She seems like she's got very short hair in this one, but this is fairly recent. Let's scroll down.
She has very long teeth.
Yeah,
like in that one photo, they just look very long.
Seems like this is the style she rocks all the time. So they didn't do this to her. Okay. I guess she thinks this is like I
think
style.
I don't know. I get the feeling, I don't know how old she is, but she looks kind of older. And I feel like the Blue Fairy should have like a youthful kind of look.
I agree with that. Even
like in Pinocchio, you could tell like the Blue Fairy, that she was like, I mean, she didn't look like a woman in her 20s. She looked like a woman in her 30s, but like still youthful, like kind of like Galadriel, actually. Like they have that youthful look, but you could tell that they are a very old being.
Well, she's a fucking fairy, so
yeah.
Yeah. This is from the Met Gala. It's nice to
Just
know
give her
she's
some wings and have some blue lighting on her there. That looks more like the blue fairy.
yeah, and it's nice to know she's not a complete freak because this dress is not that bad. I mean, I've seen like way worse on that carpet.
Those nails, I think, are the worst part of it. Oh my.
Ooh, yeah, those nails though. Damn.
How do you go to the bathroom with those?
Ooh. You tell me. You always have super not long
My
nails.
nails are not that long. I've never had that long nails.
Yeah, I don't. I first of all, I don't know how to. I don't like the pointy, but also it's like way too long. Damn. All right. Well, at least we know that she's not being uglified. She chooses to have that hairstyle, unlike other people. Oh, here we go. This was. Oh no, that's also real. I'm trying to like scroll down to see if this is something that she's always just rocked, like this look. But it seems like this is the look that she likes to rock. So that's cool, I guess. So I don't know if I would go with that casting then, personally, or maybe I'd get her to wear a wig. But that's I guess I'm just more like a hair phobist than anything else. I mean,
if she's gonna be bald, I would give her some kind of like hair or head accessory, like a little, those little it's not like a tiara, but like the princesses wear them, like kind of
like a little leaf
Jasmine
thing.
has one. It's like give her some kind of like medallion or something on her head.
Yeah,
Because
like kind of like the Sailor Moon thing. Yeah. I know what you mean. Or like a little like fairy, like little, I don't know, something. I mean, she looked kind of weird with just no hair or anything. I don't know. Rob Lee for 2 says Disney bought the rights to Voldemort. Oh, God.
That's mean.
That's mean. Mangas for Toonie looks like a dude who just took his drag wig off. Oh no. Deranged Lunatic, aka DL, thank you for the $1.99. Anna, have you ever cosplayed as Velma from Scooby-Doo?
No, I like Daphne better. But all of you degenerates that keep asking me that, there's like some lewd drawings going around of Velma right now because they made her a lesbian and black.
I heard about that.
And so I've been getting some people, have you cosplayed as her? I'm like, no, you degenerate.
Of course. I heard that like Mindy Kaling made like some new cartoon TV show of her, and it's like about Velma like before she met the Scooby Gang or something, or after, I don't know, but it's about her and she's like
That's
a total.
where she's black now.
Oh God. Cecil says Ezra Miller would be a better fairy. I kind of agree with you on that one. John Burns for Toonie says Nina and at Star, I blame Yul Brynner. I don't know who that is.
Yul Brynner? Oh, that's from a song.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
Last Night in Bangkok. And Yul Brynner, he was a famous actor. He was Ramesses in the 10 Commandments. He was in a lot of Western movies.
I am the worst with names.
So he was in The King and I.
Oh, this guy. Yeah, I know him.
Yeah. So he was bald, but he like made it. I mean, that's different when you're a man with male pattern baldness. And he was like
different.
I mean, he was a stud muffin back in the day.
He was great in The King and I. I mean,
he's a fantastic actor.
He is. I love him. He's a great actor. I mean, look at that. Great.
Yeah, everyone's saying Westworld. I know. I didn't name off that movie. It's because when I say Westworld now, everyone thinks the new one is depressing.
Yeah. Russell Hall for 5 says, how do you go to the bathroom with the long nails? It's called a big what?
A bidget. Or
bidet? Oh, a bidet. A bidet. Oh, if you're rich enough, hire someone else to wipe it for you. Yeah, like
Russell.
What's it called? In Coming to America, when he was like the prince and like in the first movie, he's like, that's the best. I love that line. Russell Hall for another 2 says, what about Shaggy, Anna? Will you cosplay Shaggy?
I already did in Houston.
You did?
No. I'm just saying I was so high.
Oh my god, that's funny. Oh, that went way over my head. That's hilarious, Anna. Oh god, were you like, I'm gonna go for Scooby snacks?
At that point, I probably would have eaten Scooby snacks. I mean, I could have eaten them. I don't know what the hell everyone was handing me to eat and drink.
Oh my god, that's a funny story. Anna, thank you for coming on tonight. It's been a
Thanks for inviting me.
fantastic night, and it's been a pleasure to talk to you again on this channel. Tell everyone where they can find you, and also I think the Jack show is happening tomorrow, so tell everyone
Yes,
where
it's
to go
on
for
my
that.
channel tomorrow. I'm actually hosting Jack Show and Flashcast this week. Yeah, Flash is going to be at a Paul McCartney concert. So I am hosting Flashcast. So we'll see who all shows up for that.
Oh, that's interesting, because usually Nick hosts it when Flash
Well, no,
is
we've
not
all
on.
kind of taken turns. I think Tug has hosted it. I think RG has hosted it. I think Nick has. I prefer to be a guest on live streams as compared to host them. So I kind of like, yeah, no, you guys take it, you know? And then they're like, Anna, it's your turn. I was like, okay, it's my turn. I'll take it. So last week's show was better.
Last week's show
No,
was
it
better.
wasn't. You're just saying that because your fat ass was on it. This week we talked about Star Wars, and me and Chrissy were on it. So fuck you, Cecil. Go watch fucking Top Gun already.
Oh, I need to watch that. Have you seen
Oh,
it?
it's so good, Nina.
Oh, I gotta watch it,
Go if
man.
you can see it in an IMAX, see it in an IMAX.
I will. I haven't watched it. Oh, John Burns is giving you love for your shirt, Anna.
Thank you.
It's a great shirt. Yeah, I haven't had a chance. I haven't had a chance to go. It's been such a crazy, like, just life stuff, you know. So I haven't had a chance to go to the movies. But the second I get a moment, I'm going to see Top Gun for sure. I'm looking forward to the next Mission Impossible as well, because I'm sick of fucking CGI, and he actually uses, like, you know.
No, that's the
real
craziest thing
shit.
about this movie is like all of the scenes with the jets are all real.
I know. I can't wait. Like, I'm looking forward to watching an actual movie. That's why I'm so
It's
excited
really
about
good.
it.
And honestly, you don't need to have seen the first one to
Oh,
see
really?
this. Yeah.
That's good to know.
They make enough reference. I mean, it's better obviously to have seen the first one, but
Right.
it's really good.
Because it's been a long time since I've seen the first one. I don't remember shit from it. You know, I just like remember like the famous scenes. Deranged Lunatic, aka DL, thank you for the $1.99. Says, Anna, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be lewd. That's okay.
I didn't know if you were one of those people.
No, Deranged Lunatic is usually fine, even though his name is Deranged Lunatic. he's not a deranged lunatic, actually. John Burns for Tooney says, at Star Wars Girl, have you seen Dark Matter? Netflix.
I don't know. Peaches watches a lot of stuff. I might have. I can go look.
Dark Matter is really good. It was made by the creator of Stargate, not Atlantis, but what's the other one called?
What is
the
it
first
about?
one. It's about a spaceship and a crew of people that wake up on the spaceship and they don't have any memories. And then they have to figure out what their history is and who they are. And it's really unfortunately
2015 to 17, right?
Yeah, unfortunately it got canceled before the season 4.
I think I've seen 1 or 2 episodes, but not in order. They were random. But no, I haven't like sat down and binged it.
Okay, yeah, it was. I really liked it. I really liked it, and I got to spend some time in a live stream with on Orville Nation's channel, PJ's channel, talking with the creator Joe Malazzi, and he's really cool.
Yeah, he followed me on Twitter, and I was like, oh, hello.
Yeah, he's really nice. He's like the nicest guy, and yeah. So definitely check it out. Check out the show if you haven't seen it. It's really good, except for like the no ending part. But that's not his fault. That's their fault. He actually came out with like an ending to the show and released it for the fans, like as like a kind of like a book thing, like on YouTube, so that people like us that wanted an ending could actually like at least get like a closure of what happened in that last scene, you know. He's still trying to get it. Going.
Well, they can do that like with Stargate. Stargate really didn't get an ending, and then they did a movie. Like the art truth or something.
Yeah, he's been trying to do that for a while, but it just hasn't taken for now, at least. But he's still working on it. I talked to him actually a couple months ago, and yeah, he's still working on it. All hope is not lost. But yeah, so thank you so much, Anna, for coming on. It was an absolutely amazing show. So Flashcast next week on Anna's.
This week,
Jack show, or this week,
Saturday.
this Saturday on Anna's. The Jack show is on Anna's. Tell them where they can find you and where they can subscribe.
You can find me on Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, all as That Star Wars Girl or That Star Wars Girl 77, and also on Facebook as well. I just kind of post links there and whatnot. And yeah.
All the links are in the description. So what are you doing with your life? If you haven't subscribed to Anna, please do. Okay, everybody, thank you so much for super chatting, hanging out in the chat. If you press the thumbs up button, if you just hung out, thank you so much for being here. I'll see you guys probably this Friday for Infinite Hope, where I balance out all the crazy negative energy in the world with some positive news. And I'll see you guys Friday. Bye.